Just gonna click the recording button. Guys, I don't want to be. Actually, there's more people in the waiting room. Admitting, there's loads of people in the waiting room. Okay, everybody's joining on the call. One thing I don't want to be saying, and I want you guys to be on it for the meeting. Anyone that you see that hasn't got their camera on, make sure you call them out in the comments. Make sure you tell them, get your camera on. I had Andre tried to call me just before the call, and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to order food. Can I turn the camera off?" I was like, "No."
I don't mind it in front of everyone. I mean, it's on you guys.
That's fine. I told him he needs to mute his he just needs to mute his whatever he's using, and he can have the camera on. We don't mind. There's a reason behind. Okay, I'm just letting more people joining. There's a reason behind I say about keeping the camera on, guys, and this is something that you want to take on your Zoom calls as well. Okay. You want to take these on your Zoom calls as well, because a lot of the times you're gonna get people. I should have made Deacon host so he can start letting everyone in. But okay, we'll remember that for next time. Because you want to remember this on your calls, because a lot of the times, guys, sales and closing and all of that is about energy as well. And now imagine you're doing a call and they've got their camera off, and like you're like in full flow and you're going through your pitch, and he's just like, he's not even listening. And you just like, I'm very cautious about my time. I'm very cautious about my time. I don't like wasting time. And one thing I don't want to be doing is wasting time on a call with someone that's just not even interested. Now, he may not be interested because he probably missed something at the beginning of the call, and for that reason he just went off on one, and that's it. You lost him. And now, and as opposed to you having someone engaged, like you can see them, you're talking to them, you're vibing off their energy. Like I'm someone that my energy increases when I know I'm getting something back from someone, and if I'm not getting it back, I'm not going to give you 100. I'm just not.
Right.
And so this is something I always like. If you see some of my other sales calls as well, like sometimes people come on the call and they don't have the camera on. And I'm like, oh, I can hear you, but I can't see you. So I'll humor it at the beginning. I'll be like, oh, I can hear you, but I can't see you. If everyone else, okay, yeah, don't worry. I'll mute everyone if for anything. When can hear you but can't see you. Okay, yeah, best line ever. And that's what I used to do. And they'll be like, oh, my camera's this and my camera's that. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry. It's just over here. So I had already prepared on how they can put their camera on, where they need to go. Is it from phone? Is it from desktop? Because I need to know that they're engaged. If they're engaged, I can do a good job in closing them, in presenting whatever I'm selling to them anyway. But anyways, hope you guys understand that. But how is everyone doing? We have Imran Farooq in the house. Guys, let me just tell you something about Imran Farooq. This guy is one of the best salespeople I've ever met. And I swear to you, I'm not even hyping. He's literally, I learned so much. Like you guys see Jabran for who I am today, but you guys have no idea how many people I've been copying for over the years. And Imran is one guy I learned so much from. Literally just hanging around with Imran. Like I've hung around with Imran for years. Imran Farooq, like, and it's crazy. Even when he introduced himself, he was like, "Hey, I'm Imran." Like the first time I remember meeting Imran, he was like, like normal people just say the first name. Like he taught me to say, "Oh, Jabran Khan." Like he used to be like, "I'm Imran Farooq," and I was like, "What's this guy talking about?" Like it's Imran Farooq, and I'm like, you guys, I promise you, if you haven't connected with Imran on social media or wherever, reach out to Imran and connect with him. He's in the WhatsApp group as well. You guys are gonna learn so much things from Imran, and you'll see a lot of him on Closers University. But yeah, I just wanted to give Imran a shout out. Imran, anything you want to say, bro?
I'll quickly unmute. Yeah, thank you for that introduction. You did all the things I text you to say, so appreciate that. No, I'm joking. Guys, I just want to say, listen, this is a really big opportunity to actually learn from someone that's tried and tested, who's been in the field, been in the game for a long time. Now, you know, a little bit of a few insights for myself is energy is real. Everything Jabran's saying is bang on. What I like to do is I like to always break down some of the factors behind a lot of what he's doing. Jabran does a lot of things naturally from experience.
You know, right from the
What I like to bring to the
really have that
table
issue, then
is
that's
just
a very-
understanding the different breakdowns of what he's doing, how it works, how to implement different strategies. And those are some of the insights that you're going to be getting from me over the next few weeks. I'm going to be breaking down some of the things Jabran does, because I just want to give everyone a heads up, right? Sometimes when you hear Jabran on these calls and you watch some of these meetings, everything seems so easy, right? It seems so easy, but there's the perception and then there's the reality. It looks easy because Jabran makes it easy because he's doing so many things that we're not even aware of or that we don't even understand. So it's like, I'm going to give you guys a few just little key words. Do you guys even understand, you know, like basic concepts like fear of loss? You know, do you understand how to use different impulse factors in regards with using greed, indifference, tone of voice, sheep and Jones? You know, these are just a few random terms I'm throwing out there. You know, if you don't know what I'm saying, this is something where I would challenge you guys. You need to start educating yourselves a little bit further. But you're going to learn a lot of this soon, and I'm going to just take a step back. I'm just here to learn and enjoy the chat as well from Jabran. So I'm going to swing it straight back. But anytime, I'm always open for anyone to give me a shout. I'm always happy to network. And if there's anything I can do, I'm very similar to myself. We enjoy helping people. So if we can give any value, that's what we're here for. And we're always open to helping as well. So yeah, but I'll swing it straight back. See you later. I'm here with you guys.
Awesome. Perfect. Now, look, I just read a chat over here. Abu in the comment section, he said, "Sorry, Jabran, I'm not getting any audio." I used to get this when COVID first hit, and people were new to like Zoom. They never used to. Some of them never knew how to use Zoom, and the way. And his comment just reminded me of like when we first started, and like I had to coach people on how to actually come onto Zoom. Because remember, like, I don't know if you guys got the prompt when you were joining Zoom, and it asked you, do you want to use your audio and video and all of that? And it's those prompts. And if you don't connect using audio and video or whatever those prompts are, you're not going to be able to listen. Like what's audio? It's and you won't be able to hear it. So what Abu needs to do is probably leave the meeting, and when he's joining the meeting, he needs to click join using audio and video. But anyhow, let's get cracking on. Look, guys, this call is going to be a very interactive call. There's obviously certain things that I want to go over, you know, with you guys on the call and everything, and I'm going to be sharing my screen, and we're going to go through practical things. But there's a few things that I just want to make sure that we cover on this call. So who's Jabran? Obviously, there's a number of you guys. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna make Zishan host because we're 9 minutes in, and freaking people are still joining. Where's Zishan? Okay, we have 53 people. Okay, cool. Zishan, I'm just going to make
While Jabran's doing that, I'm just going to speak a little bit real quick. I want to give a little bit more of an introduction into the aspect of my experience in high ticket sales. And I just want to say Jabran was actually the one who brought me into this industry. I have a lot of previous sales experience and relevant experience that translates well into this. And he straight away, of me having zero experience in the industry, landed me an offer. We're working with Matthew Lepre, and now I'm the UK sales manager for Matthew Lepre. So part of my job, and that's a big shout out, like testament to Jabran. And again, you know, it's elements of networking, communication.
Imran, are you making a lot of money? Before everything, are you making a lot of money?
I make a lot of money. Yeah, I make a lot of money. And to give you guys all
Imran was making good money before this.
All know. The thing is, I've always been quite well. I'm quite successful. There's quite a few different. I have a few different business ventures, but the money that you can make online, man, it's something different. I actually felt a little bit surreal. I thought I was being catfished. I didn't believe it was all real. Jabran will tell you. I'm sure you'll learn more of these stories later on in the future. But yeah, I mean, because of his networking, because of his skills, because of his what he was out there doing, he was in a position where he was able to interact, basically put me in front of Matthew Lepre, get me landed onto that role like instantly. And I've been there 5 months and I've already worked through 3 different pay rises. Yeah. And but these are all things that I've learned from Jabran, because it's something I wouldn't naturally have done myself.
Negotiation.
Yeah, I wouldn't have naturally done myself. I'm normally quite, I come in, I do a job, and I have that mentality that, look, I'm here to work, I want to prove myself. But Jabran was on me from the beginning, like, nah, you're worth more than this, you're worth more than this. And even me, I'm so arrogant in my ability, but even me, I was small-minded. And after listening to Jabran and going through some of the steps and actually doing what he told me to do, even if I was disagreeing with it, I just did what he asked me to do. And then the results started to come. And, that's another element that I want everyone to remember. Sometimes we have our own barriers. There's something that we have our own comfort zones, which we don't want to break out of. And we think we know best. And we're like, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Oh, you know what? How about just listen to what the guys that have been there, tried and tested are telling you, and just implement those steps. That's what I would say. So yeah, so Jabran landed me a gig. That's how I'm in this whole space. It's been an amazing few months, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. And this is the start. You guys don't even realize, like, this is the beginning. You don't know how big this is going to go. We've got massive goals, massive dreams. And the thing is, you're a product of your environment. You hang around with successful people, and I don't want to say it, but you hang around with me and Jabran and Zishan and a few of the other guys, I'm telling you, you're going to become successful. And yeah, I'll leave it there. I was just covering him while he was letting people in. But yeah, man, I'll jump back. So
awesome. And again, guys, this is just the beginning. Like, look, while Imran was talking, I was just looking at all names and everyone that's on this call. I promise you, man. I just promise you. I swear to God. Just make sure you're holding on to this boat, this Closers University boat, because I promise you, and I really mean it. Anyone that's around me is going to be growing. Like, I refuse to have anyone thinking small around me. And it's one thing that Imran said as well, as in, and I tell this to everybody. I remember when I was, man, there's so much I want to share with you guys. My mind's going all over the place, but good job I've made notes of it. But, for me, when I first started out, actually, let's just start from the beginning. Just a bit of quick backstory about myself. Like, who is Jabran? A millionaire coming soon. Even this doesn't inspire me anymore. I swear, this was from my last role with Rudy Mauer. At one point, like, becoming a millionaire, I was like, yeah, I'm going to become a millionaire. I swear to God, this does not inspire me anymore. Like, million is like £2,700, a day. So what? Like, it's nuts because when you've worked with people that are doing hundreds of millions, literally hundreds of millions a year, and you're like, well, I just want 1 million. Now I'm just of the thinking, you know what? Like, I'm gonna make a lot of these t-shirts anyway, but I'm gonna be like, I don't know, maybe turn it up as in like millions coming soon, because you want millions, you don't want 1 million. Trust me, 1 million is nothing. It's something, but it's nothing. Anyways, so who's Jabran? Like, I'm 35 years old. I'm from Birmingham, United Kingdom, Small Heath, so to speak. My area code is B10. If you know anything about England and postcodes, just Google B10. It's one of the most deprived postcodes in the UK. It's known as the ghetto. But anyways, big up Small Heath, because I'm from Small Heath, but I'm going to be moving to Dubai. But like, so for me, I came from humble beginnings, man. I was broke majority of all my life, broke. But I swear to God, I was so broke, I was broken. But in my mind, I never let that be like my picture, as in like, oh yeah, and this is me. This is my identity. I'm a broke ass. Never, ever. Like, if you scroll through all my social media, I was always talking about my vision and the future and where I'm going to be. Always. Never once did I like, and a lot of this comes down to my faith as well. I'm going to tell all of you guys straight up. If you don't believe in the Lord, I promise you, you're going to struggle. If you don't believe in God, and for him to bless you, you're going to struggle, period, point blank. Because I promise you, for me, it was that faith it was that faith that, kept me going. I was just like, don't worry, I know I'm gonna make it. I know I'm gonna make it. And for a lot of that time, I was kind of confused, as in like I wanted to make it, I believed I was gonna make it, but there was no clarity. There was no clarity and there was no specifics and there weren't no step by step. There was none of that. So and this is one of the ingredients that's required for you to get to that goal as well. You need all of these things in place. And the moment it all came in, I swear to you, man, like for years, for nearly a decade, I had a goal of 20 grand a month. I had a goal of 20 grand a month. Some of you guys know this from the YouTube videos and everything. And I used to dream about it. I made posters about it. I made Facebook posts about it. I got blasted by everybody, including Imran, about it for years. Like Imran used to say to me, go get a real job. Like, what are you on about? 20 grand. 20 grand in a month. Like, because nobody from our ends makes 20 grand a month. No, like back then, nobody was even making 20 grand a year. Because the average startup, salary for graduates, because my background is in psychology. I got 2 degrees, criminology and psychology, and a BSc in psychology. I loved being, a student for that long. I ended up doing 2 degrees. I went to Coventry University as well. Now, for me, I remember, and this is where I'm telling you about thinking bigger. I want you to remember about thinking bigger. At the time, I only wanted to make 2 grand a month extra. I only wanted to make 2 grand extra a month. And it goes back to like Imran saying, oh, you really, even if you don't understand some of the things, just believe it and run with it. This is why, like, the reason why I'm giving you a better backstory about myself, and like I speak to some of you guys and I save some of your numbers in the WhatsApp group and everything. I want every single one of you guys to know me and who I am. And I want to know who you guys are as well. So you guys know what I'm about. Because I, like, 2 grand 10 years ago, a month for me was just like, whoa, like 2 grand a month. And I came across a guy called Grant Cardone. Whether you like him or hate him or whatever, I just saw this guy, a loud guy, and like I like all the loud guys. And this guy's like proper loud. I'm like, what is he talking about? 10x. I did not understand what he meant by 10x. I'm dyslexic. It takes me about eight, 9 takes before it actually registers with me. That will be another topic that I'll cover as well. I'm actually not that clever, guys, but I'll give any closer a run for their money. Anyone. And that's just my, not pocky. If people want to call it pocky or arrogance or whatever, I know I'm not arrogant. I'm very confident in my ability, because I know maybe the Lord has probably not made me as strong in certain areas. I know He's made me good with my words and speaking and maybe sales. So, anyways, that goal of 2K a month went to 20 grand a month. And I was like, and I remember like listening to Grant Cardone. I didn't even believe him. I swear to God, I didn't. I was like, what's he talking about? 20 grand a month. And like, I didn't even want to make 20 grand a month. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to listen to him, because I said to myself, I'm going to listen to him no matter what. This guy is living the life I want to live. And at the time, I was really wanting to get into sales, not into sales. I really wanted to crush sales, because, I was seeing all of these things about, people doing very well in sales, etc. So I was like, okay, he's saying 10x, screw it, 20 grand. And I remember writing the poster and writing it out, making it in bubble writing, getting my nephew and like, go get your pencils and crayons and everything. And we're coloring it all in. What was I doing? Now, Imran occasionally tells you guys, as in like, you guys don't actually realize, and because and this is why I love having Imran around, because I forget, all the specifics about the things behind my brain and why I do what I do. Imran breaks it down, as in like, you guys, okay, yeah, you see Jabran on the calls and you see this and whatever. My logic behind coloring the poster, what was it? I was giving life to it. I was like actually taking effort and making effort with it. So in my mind, I'm putting effort in it. And then I put it on my bedroom door. Oh my God, I've got 4 sisters. All of their friends used to come to my house and go past my bedroom door. Everybody in the house used to go past my bedroom door. I was like the guy that, like, oh, and I've got some savage sisters. Like 3 of them are younger than me, and I'm telling you, 2 of them, I swear, will give anyone, a hard time. And they did. They used to give all the boys a hard time at school. And you can just imagine, like, what abuse I used to get, and they used to rip me to their friends. Oh, that's just my crazy brother. Like, what are you talking about? 20 grand? You don't even make 20 grand a year. And I used to listen to this. Like, they used to be like, oh, what do you mean 20 grand a month? And then, like, you know, where are you? Where's the 20 grand a month? Where's the 20 grand a month? Oh my, I used to listen to all it, but I didn't care. I literally just didn't care. But then guess what happened? Now I went through many ventures and I did jobs and whatever, and I was trying to keep the dream alive. I wasn't stopping, but I was continuously pursuing that goal now, because what was behind that goal, my reason why, which brings me to you guys as well. What's the reason why you guys are here on this call? For some of you guys, it's like 1, 2 a.m. in the night. I remember doing my sales calls. I used to do them until 4, 5 a.m. I was like, this is for dad. This is for my family. I don't give a shit what time it is. I'll drink Red Bull. I'll have a cold bottle of water. I'll put some chewing gum in my mouth so I don't fall asleep. But for me, I was so excited about the opportunity of making lots of money. And I swear, once you earn your first few commissions, boy, I'm telling you, you know, reason why it will get even stronger. I get alerts, and you know, when the screens go off, I've got everyone on the on my screen right now, and I can see when someone turns their camera off, which is off-putting. But I'm not going to point his name out. You guys probably already see him. Anyways, I don't want to waste time on that. But okay, so that was just a bit about, you know, me, my reason why, and everything, and it took me years, guys. It took me years, but I didn't give up because it wasn't about me. It wasn't like, oh, joining the gym and, you know, oh, when you get tired and you get lazy and you're not going back to go lose weight or get in that best shape, because that's for you. But this time it wasn't about me. What I was doing was not about me. And this is why a lot of you guys maybe need to take a step back and really figure out, like, why are you doing what you're doing? And if your reason why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. Now, some of us, you know, that are on this call have been in network marketing and know about your reason why and everything. You think you know about your reason why. Trust me, you don't. Trust me, you don't. It will show up in your energy. It will show up when you're speaking to people, why you're doing what you're doing. And the amount of times I still cry now. I still cry thinking. Sometimes I swear I just cry just thinking, oh, look how much Allah, look how much God has blessed me to be able to make thousands, to be able to help others make thousands. Like, this is not normal. And I have to really, you know, I come into a state of like real gratitude and thank, you know, God for putting money in my pockets to be able to bless my family members and bless other people. And look, and I just wanted to spend some time on your reason why. I wanted you guys to know a bit about me, even though you probably know a bit about me. Some of you guys know, etc. Like, everyone that's going to be around me, guys, so long, like, I don't want this 1% more than you want it. If I even want this 51% and you want it 49%, it's not going to work. You guys need to be hungry and really want this. Now, look, I'm going to also tell you as well, like, my journey coming into closing, because I know some of you guys are new. Some of you guys are trying to get into this industry. Some of you guys have had one or two roles, and you've, like, it's not been what you're looking for, and like, you kind of feel deflated. I just want to let you guys know, I had like over nearly 2 decades of sales experience. And I was trying to break into the industry because I didn't know how to break into the industry, and I didn't have a clue about marketing. I was good at sales, but I was like, okay, before I can sell, I need to market them to come to me and speak to me and be wanting to be interested within me. So I had to learn all of this. Now, the great news for you guys is I've done all those mistakes. I've not wasted that time, but I've spent that time that you guys don't need to do if you fully follow and believe what I'm saying. If you have even this much doubt, it's not going to work. I swear to God, you know, one guy, and I keep saying his name, Zishan, this guy, I made him work, like work to spend time with me. Because when I was on my run, like, no one was linking me, nobody. And I remember, like, I wanted to see how much he wanted it. and I would give him things to do, I swear he would not even question. You know how some people like question, are like, what's the reason behind? I swear to God, nothing. And he'd be like, okay, on it. And he'll just go away and do it. And this is going to be the difference between some of you guys. Like, you know how, like, and look, I pay very, very close detail to everything. You know how I've told you about your cameras on? Your cameras on. Like, this is another part where, like, okay, how many people are having their cameras on? But some of you guys, and now some people, or like I say to you, okay, now there may be something that someone tells you to do, or I'm just trying to think of some, an example of someone telling you to, okay, go and blast out 30 dials. Like, okay, this is your list. You got 200 names. You've got 200 names. Make sure you call them twice, you text them, you drop them another follow-up text, and then you send them emails as well. Now, what did I say? Call them twice, text them twice, and send them an email. Do you know what some people will do? Now, and look, and I say to you, you need to call them twice, text them twice, and email them. And at the end of the 200 names, you'll make 200 grand. You'll make 200 grand. Do you know what some people will do? They'll go and they'll go calling them. They'll call them once. I didn't answer. Okay, and they'll probably send them a shitty text message as well, like not even thoughtful text message as a follow up. And then they'll be like, "Oh, it didn't work." But what did now they've called them in their mind? They've called them, they've texted them as well, and you know what? They probably sent them an email as well. But what did I say? Do 2 calls, 2 text messages, and an email. And like it's like this, but you know what? It's not only I'm not, and I won't pick on anyone. It's everyone. It's like this. If I told you all, put your hands up really high, just put your hands up really high, guys, and try to touch the ceiling as high as you can go. Now, what if I said to you, just go now? Is that the highest everybody can go? Keep it up, keep it up. Is that the highest everybody can go? Now, just go a little bit more higher. You guys just told me that's the highest you can go. Just literally the question before. How the hell did you get that extra push when I go a little bit higher? This is the freaking difference, guys. You think you've reached it, but you haven't. You've got it in you to go past it. I swear to you, you've got it in you to go past it. And this is the difference between the closers and the losers. I swear, I don't give a flying flute what country someone's from, what language they speak, or anything. Now, of course, you need to be able to communicate in English. I'm not going to kid myself there. Now, let's just say I get someone from, my native country, like Punjab, Pakistan in Punjab. They're from the village. Now, they'll have to learn English. But if they're not willing to learn English and communicate in English, well, then, I'm sorry, it's not going to be worth it for them. But what I can say, yes, OS, we know you're from Punjab as well. You can put your hand down. What you can do is, okay. What I would say is, okay, if you can communicate in English. Now, if you can't, learn it. If you can't, work on it. Now, even if you can't speak English, guys, you can work as a DM setter. You can work as just a DM setter, just someone that's messaging. Literally just someone that's messaging and replying to inbound messages, or emailing people. There's a number of ways that you can break into this industry. But okay, I'm just going to stop there for a minute, and if anyone has any questions or on anything that I've said so far, or they have any burning question that they really want to ask, because remember what I said to you, I want this to be interactive. Today is going to be like a coaching call. And some of you guys, I'm just going to pull up and I'm going to put on the spot. But I want you to picture, you guys have just paid me. Because guys, you guys do know, like, and I want you to go research. You guys do know, like, who was it? I think it was Zana. Zana told me about, a program, and I'm not even going to mention the name of the guy and everything, but he's not even, bro, let me tell you, like, I don't even want to talk about it, but she paid him $6,000. $6,000. I know people that charge $10,000 to teach. Man, they're not even done a fraction of what I've done in closing. I swear to God, not even bragging, they haven't. And they're charging 10 grand, 6 grand, and the programs are freaking whack. I swear, just my trainings on YouTube are more than what people are, charging for anyway. Like, but I want you to picture that you guys, all of you guys on this call have paid to be on this call. And I'm going to help you guys move forward. I'm going to help you guys move forward. But if anyone has any burning questions or anything that they're stuck on, just put your hand up and I'll work through those questions as well. But if anyone has any questions, just raise your hand and then I'll unmute you and then you can speak. Awesome. No questions. I should have probably asked you guys from the beginning if you guys can understand my accent, but there's no subtitles today, so you're all just gonna have to bear with me. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Sometimes I used to use this line right at the beginning of the conversation. I used to tell people, "Oh, I'm from the UK. Just so you know, I'm from the UK, and there's no subtitles today, so you're just gonna have to bear with me, just kind of break the ice." So I like it used to make them laugh, and then I used to get straight into it. If you guys have studied any of my sales calls, but remember this as well as a tip. Look at what everybody else is doing. Look at what everybody else is doing. And I swear to you, do the opposite. If you want to be the top 1%, trust me, 90% of them are like making about 4 or 5 grand a month, 10 grand a month or whatever. I'm talking about making 6, 7 figures. If you really want to make big money, look and that's why I say to everybody, treat everything like a buffet table. Look at when you go into a buffet, you got all that food and everything, and the first thing I do whenever I go to a buffet, if you know anything about me, I love food. If I'm going into a buffet, I'm looking at all the food first. I'm looking at all of it, and then I'm deciding, okay, I want this, and I want that, and I want that. Treat all the sales trainers and the gurus and everyone like that as well. Listen to them, take what you want, and leave what you don't want. If you feel like, I don't vibe with this guy. Now, look, some of you guys are not going to vibe with me. But you know what? What if I'm telling you, just vibe with me and you'll make 6 figures? Vibe with me and you'll make 6 figures. Like, there's so many examples. Now, I'm not saying love me. I'm just saying just freaking vibe with me and follow what I'm telling you to do. Let's get you to your income goal, whether it's 10K a month, 5K a month. Let's get you there. Then you can dump me. Like you can lock arms with me until, let's just say, we make you 10 grand. Your goal is to make 10 grand. Make 10 grand and you go whatever you want. But anyways, Abu, you've got a question, go for it.
Hello, everyone. I think similarly to everyone else, I think we're all in the same stages of starting interview prep and starting to break into the industry. So if you were going to give maybe the one or two top industries to start looking into, to start closing for, what would you say they are?
Okay, cool. I need to make Zishan and Hope. But look, there's so many industries, guys. Look, guys, there's a number of industries, but the way you want to look at it like this is there's so many. And I was just doing this before the call. I went onto Instagram, and I literally okay, I reclaim host, so now I can share the screen. Let me share my screen. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Yes. Now look, this is I believe it's my Facebook. So I've got my Facebook over here. You guys can see we've got Faizan over here, Mohammed Numan, and we've got Imad as well. And you got a few others as well. This guy over here, guys, Urshad. This guy was my mascot on the way when I was on the way to like 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand, 50. This guy, I swear to you, is one of the guys. He's from Sri Lanka. You guys need to connect with this guy. One of the most, like, he's gonna make it with me. If he just sticks with me, I'm gonna make sure he makes it. I'll find him any role within Closers University and make sure he earns his whatever goals that he wants to earn. This guy played a huge part in me making multiple 6 figures. When you just need that person, maybe you're in your circle just to hype you. This guy was like my mascot. He was always hyping me like, Jabran, go for it. And like, I remember like when the owner of the company, Kevin David, he made the announcement as in like, we're launching this new program. It's 2 grand, but hey, you can double your 10% commissions to 20% if you become number one. He was like, Jabran, you can be number, and there was 40 closers at the time. There's 40 closers at the time, and I had only been in the company 2.5 months. Some of the guys had been in the company for years. He was like, you can do this, man. I was like, yeah, fucking, I can do this. And I'm hyping myself up, but like deep down, I knew like there's killers on the team. But you know what I did? I was like, screw this. I'm not even gonna focus on them killers. I'm gonna focus on what Irshad's saying. And I swear to you, it's something I was listening on a podcast what Andrew Tate was saying. Your mind. There's so many things that you can control and you can't control, but your mind is one thing that you can really control and you can really trick. You know what I just did? I was like, you know what, Irshad's right. I'm gonna freaking kill this. And I kept saying it to myself and I was hyping myself up and I was like, let's go. Every day I'd like, before, for all my calls, I'd always write my goal, 20 grand a month on my paper. I'll write the day and I'll recite something from the Quran. Just to, me to get a bit of, connection with the Lord and everything. I'll do all my prayers on time and everything, just to make sure that, hey, God, I'm doing everything that you want me to do. Just please just help me get this 20 grand a month. I swear to you, I do everything that the Lord wanted me to do, and I'll do above and beyond what I wanted to do, within my job. And I swear, forget about hitting it. I absolutely smashed it. But anyways, I just wanted to give some time out to Irshad because Irshad was one guy that that really played a massive part. But okay, there's something that Abu said about, industries. Look, just go on. There's Instagram here. You've got Instagram. Now, there's something that I just literally just did earlier. And I just typed in, so you want to know industries. Forget about industries or anything. Look, there's thousands, probably millions of people that you can work with. Just type in coach on Instagram. If you just type in coach on Instagram, now look, you're going to get lots of coaches. All of these. Coach Stormy, she's got a high ticket offer. Train, yeah, okay, train with Gaff. Just so you know, this guy actually, let me just go to one of his messages. He actually messaged me. He's based out in Leicester, actually. He actually messaged me. Okay, he was asking me, oh, you can't see the thingy, but he messaged me about bringing in some closers or whatever. So he's someone that's looking for closers and setters, by the way. You can reach out to him if you want. His offer is about a few grand. And you could just mention my name. So those of you taking notes, Abdul Ghaffar, online coach. He's looking for setters and he's looking for closers. He already messaged me. I don't know if he's not got back to me or I've not got back to him or whatever, but we'll sort that out. And I've told him he needs to split both closers and setters separately, not just have a closer doing setting and closing. Anyways, so look, I've typed in coach. So who else is coming up? Amazon FBA like a boss. Samara Michael. She's an Amazon FBA coach. She's an Amazon FBA coach. So that's one niche. Amazon's a great niche. It's something. Now, when you look at niches, guys, you want to ask yourself, do you want to have B2C conversations or do you want to have B2B conversations? Now, before I knew what B2C and B2B meant, I didn't know what it meant. So I'm using the terms now. But look, B2C is just business to customer. So you're the business and you're speaking to customers. Customers are people that have 9-to-5 jobs, just normal, ordinary people. And then you have B2B. B2B are business to business. So businesses, you're a business and there's other businesses interested in your products or services. So that's a business to business conversation. This is a more intellectual, more high level conversation compared to a B2C conversation where you can probably speak maybe a bit more toned down on, and I just used to vibe on both. But I remember my B2C conversations, what we're doing right now, you can say it's a B2C conversation. You guys are let's just say your customers purchasing Closers University coaching program. Imran's gonna coach you all. So you're paying Imran 2 grand, and I'm on the call with you guys, and I'm gonna close you to get coaching with Imran. So you guys are customers. So now the conversations I'm gonna have with you guys are gonna be totally different to maybe some of the conversations I'm gonna have with a business owner. And like some of you guys are gonna say to me, "Oh, I've been wanting to make 10 grand for this many years." Okay, so you've been wanting to make 10 grand for this many years. Why do you want to make 10 grand? Oh, it's for my kids. But why do you want to do it now then? what's made you want to really go do it now? And there's other questions that I ask them. The questions are that are gonna be with customers are gonna be totally different to the questions are gonna be with business owners. But I'll delve into that later on as well. But look here, guys, there's so many coaches, all of these coaches. But I'll give you another good, great tip on because one coach will give you thousands of other coaches. So let's just pick out. Okay, Liz Benny. She's someone, I'm not even following her. She's a ClickFunnels like entrepreneur. She's like very famous. And she coaches, guess who? Coaches. What does that mean? She coaches coaches. So all of her, let's just say followers, are most likely going to be business owners. Business owners that have high ticket offers that you could also close for. Like, and that's why, like, with me, I swear to God, I do not find it hard to find roles or find people to close for. I just get very picky now. Like, I just want to work with someone that's doing tens of millions, a year. So even if so it will be easier for me. Let's just say if I close, it will be easier for me if I closed 100 grand for him and he gave me 10%. I made 10 grand. Maybe he has a 20 grand offer. If I just made 5 sales, bam, 5 sales at 20 grand is 100 grand. I made the company 100 grand. I'm making 10% of that. That's 10 grand. So let's just look her followers following. Look who she's following. Now, maybe I'll go into her Facebook group as well. So I'll type in Liz Benny on Facebook and I'll see all the Facebook groups attached to her. So look, here, now look, this Robbie Summers. You know how, Abu, you said to me, which niches? Forget about niches. I swear, just do these little tricks as in type in coach or type in Amazon coach or whatever. You'll get so many of these. Now look, Dan Henry, he has a high ticket coach. Robbie Summers, he has a high ticket offer. Adam Hudson official, he has a high ticket offer. Myron Golden, high ticket offer. He's a high ticket sales coach. All of these guys, they all have high ticket offers. Even freaking Lewis, whatever House and Tony Robbins and Ed Myler and obviously Grant Cardone and The Secret, that's just the page, Gary V, Mel Robb, all of these guys, majority of all of these guys, all have a program that you can work for, that you can work on. So that's just one tip on finding high ticket clients. Does that make sense to everybody? Luca, did you have a question?
Sorry. Yeah. How's it going, guys? So I was gonna ask you about it for looking for offers specifically, what should I be looking for as one question? And then I was also wondering, like you just showed on
Let's stick on the
Instagram
first one because I'm dyslexic, bro. I'm gonna forget it. Let's just look at that. Let's just answer the first part of the question, as in, what do you look for? Again, what do I look for? Straight away, I'd look for, okay, how successful are they? Now, to me, I can easily just, look at a few things that, I'll be like, okay, let's look at the social media presence. Let me search their name on Instagram, Facebook. Let me go on Google. Let's see their presence on Google. Now, I'm like, before I knew all of this, you know why my belief in the Lord is so much? Because all the failures that I've had in the past have all trained me up to be good in what I'm doing. So how do I identify what are good companies and what are bad companies? I know how to research companies. Where did I learn this? In my time spent in recruitment. I knew how to search and look for companies. I knew how to, okay, how do I find information about a company? Put the name in Google, then go on their website, look at people that are working there, connect with the people that are working there. I'm speaking fast, but I want you to follow this. So you have, let's just say 10 companies. You've identified 10 companies, but you don't know if they're good or great. Put them on Google. Look at the Google presence. Go on their website. Look how big their team is. Look at how much money they're making. Go through their funnel. Go through their funnel that books on customers. So go through that customer journey yourself and look at it. See if it's good. See if it's great. Connect with people that are working there. When you put the company's name, or you go on LinkedIn, you put the company's name, you'll see the people. Click on people and you can see people that are working there. I'll give you an example. Zishan or someone, I don't know, referred me to Alex Hormozi's, one of his companies. And the guy that recruits, he didn't recruit for Alex Hormozi. He was the marketing director or something. His name's Tamayas or whatever. He messaged me on LinkedIn. I think it was Zishan. He messaged me on LinkedIn. And then what did I do? I was like, oh, okay, great. But then I was like, this guy's not the hiring manager, but he was going to connect me with the hiring manager. It was like, oh, like, you've been referred to us. I just wanted to have a chat with you and whatever. I was like, yeah. I saw the message like too late anyway. So anyways, what did I do? I was just doing this the other day, actually. I remember that conversation. He goes, do you mind if we keep our details right now? Because I replied to him late and they had already filled the role. But then I saw the role applied, advertised again. I was like, you know what? Let me just reach out to them. See what's going on. I'm just testing all of these things out for you guys, and I'm just wanted to show you guys how easy it is. So I look on their website. Now look, I've identified the top people that I want to work with, like Ty Lopez. He was someone I really looked up to. I worked with him, and I was like, okay, maybe I need to catch up with him a few months down the line. He just needs to, because I want to do other things. So there's him. There's Rudy Mauer, there's Kevin David. I remember when I got connected with Kevin David, I already knew he was killing it because I'd always see the ads. Now, okay, here's another tip. How do I know some company is doing really well? If anyone knows how to operate and use Facebook Ads Manager and Facebook's ad library, you can go into certain companies. You can type in their names and you can see their ads. You can see all their ads. Now, just run with me on this now. You can see their ads. Now, if you see their high ticket program ad that's running, and it's been running and they have loads of them, and it's been running for a long time, guess what? That's an indicator that, hey, because look, no one's going to be spending money on an advert and if they're not making money back from it. And it's running for, I can see Camilo, nodding his head because he probably has some knowledge on this. So that's telling you, hey, if this ad is running and it's been running for months or it's been running for years, this is a company I need to get on my radar. That's one way. Another way is easy. You can easily go through the ClickFunnels spreadsheet of like all the people that have the 2 Comma Club award. They've made $1 million in one single funnel. That's someone that you can probably reach out to. And like, I think all of these names are public anyway. Or the 2 Comma Club X award. Shakir Hussain, for example. Here's another name as well, guys. You guys are getting lots of things for free here today. Shakir Hussain is someone, if you go onto my Instagram, Jabran Super Khan, and I think it's like the 3rd or 4th or 5th post, it's a brown guy with a beard. He's got like 10 million awards with ClickFunnels. I spent like about, I think 5 or 6 hours with him yesterday, breaking down all their processes and everything. And you know what I told him? Like, I'm not going to tell you what I told him anyway, but I'm going to be bringing in closers and setters for him. I'm going to bring in closers and setters for him. There's already a couple of people. There's Bang Fam and Alicia. Both of these two are placed with him right now from Closers University. They're already placed with him. And I'm going to be bringing on a couple of more closers and setters, DM setters, appointment setters, and closers to work with him. So look, here's another one. He's another guy that I'm telling you guys that's available. Now, also, it's something, that Hunter taught me from Undeniable Closer like ages ago. It's about networking. I already knew about networking, but he reinforced it and it was like, make sure you do it, like network. And I was like, what do you mean network? I was like, but I always knew network is your net worth. Network is your net worth. So I was always networking with closers. Always networking with closers. I was always, connecting with companies. Now, I'll give you an insight into how there was one company, like I hate being rejected. There was this one company that I really wanted to work for because I always used to see his ads, and they were advertising to recruit, and they're called Scaling with Systems. Again, another company that's going to need setters and closers, just so you all know. Man, you guys are getting all this for free. All of this. So look, this company is looking for closers and setters as well. I hope you guys are all writing this because I'm not going to give you the recording. So this is a company that I really wanted to work for, but they kept rejecting me. I kept applying to their, to where they're saying apply now. I'm sending the applications. I swear to God, I even changed names. I even changed emails. I did 2 emails, and I sent about 10 applications. No response. I'm thinking to myself, why are they not responding back to me? Now, I'm not thinking I'm not capable of it. I'm like, there's got to be a glitch. I'm not doubting my ability because I've got 20 years in sales. I'm like, I've got 20 years in sales. I was the number one closer for Kevin David. I was the number one closer for Rudy Mauer. Well, at the time, I never closed for Rudy Mauer and I didn't close for Kevin David. So at the time, I was probably thinking maybe I don't have high ticket experience. But then I was like, I do have high ticket. You know, some of you guys have high ticket experience. It's just not remote. And you're like, I don't have high ticket experience. I was telling Abu the other day, when we were on the coach to Ben Nevis, he was like, oh, but I remember him saying, oh, I don't think I don't have experience in high ticket. Let's just go with that example. And then I had to break down to him. I was like, okay, Abu, when was what age did you first start working? Oh, I was 16. What did you do? What did you do here? What did you do when you were 17, 18? And then he said something to me about, oh, I sold this program about in property or whatever, and it was thousands of pounds. High ticket is more than 1,000. He didn't even know himself that he's in high ticket. But this is one thing that I did, you know, when I was making my profile. Now, look, some of you guys don't have it. That's fine as well. But some of you guys are going to have high ticket sales in your resume. Anything that you've sold in the thousands of pounds or dollars or whatever. And you can add that on your application that I've sold packages, and I forget even sold, I've closed packages. And I remember doing this on my resume because in recruitment, I remember I closed a deal. It was an IT contractor, and he used to make the company 20 grand a month. So the company would get 20 grand. IT contractors, freaking, he used to get paid crazy money. He used to get paid £1,500 a day, of which the company took £750. So he was like it was something stupid, like way over £20,000. I think it was profit or whatever. But he was making like I think it was like just I think I made just through that one placement the company, because what happened was his wages and everything would go to the company, and then the company would pay him, and they would take their profits and they would pay him. It was that deal was worth £500,000. So guess what I did when I was making my application, or I was like, and I was thinking of the lowest packages. I was like, in network marketing, the lowest packages that I closed were around about £500. So I was like, okay. So guess what? One of my lines was on my my resume. I wasn't a remote closer, but I called myself. I was like, I'm a remote closer. Like all of you guys can become remote closers right now, just so you know. If you guys go through the whole of Closers University, you guys are closers. You guys are closers. And now so what I said, I put on there, I've closed deals ranging from £500 to 500 grand. We just got, and I'm not lying, because my deal was worth 500 grand. Now, I'm not saying go into the nitty gritty and say, oh, I was in recruitment and it was this. No, what are we doing? We just want to get their attention. Once we've got their attention, now we can wow them on the interview. Like, hey, my name's Jabran. I've got 20 years in sales. Now, you guys, look at my energy, guys, as I'm speaking to you. It's like 5 to 10 p.m. Like, look at my energy. I'm speaking to you guys. I haven't even eaten, but I'm excited about you guys. Now, and I know a lot of gurus and whatever, they're like, oh, don't be so excited or whatever. But I'm not saying go freaking over the top, but be excited about where you're going. Be excited about where you're taking the people that you're speaking to and where they're going. Be genuinely interested. And I promise you, people will feel it. Now, look, I know for a fact, if you came on a call, if you managed to just get connected with someone, now look, you need to have half prepared yourself, as in, okay, he's professional, he speaks English, he speaks clearly, and he's showing me hunger. Now, I want you to imagine now, you don't have the experience, but you're showing grit, determination, hunger, motivation. You've gone above and beyond the call of duty. You're wowing them on the interview. Like, look, tell me what to do and I'll do it. A matter of fact, don't even, I'm not saying do this, but like, okay, just try it. Like, it's commission only here anyway, so it's fine. But like, be like, look, try me out. Give me the leads that your closers haven't closed. So don't even spend money on me. Give me the leads that your closers haven't closed. Give me the list that's just sitting there. Let me help you. Let me be of value to you. Now, obviously, you need to have. Now, I'm just saying, I'm talking about like if you're fully struggling, you're not getting anything. Give them something that is just irresistible that they can't say no to. Now you're giving them something extra. Now I'm talking about those people that are really struggling in getting the job and like they really can't land it. But like if you show someone real hunger, motivation, and dedication, and and you're really showing that on the call, are you telling me they're gonna be like, you know what? He doesn't have the experience, but this guy is on it. Like he's just on it, and though this girl is on it, and she's just, I want to give her a try. Like I want to give her a try, and I promise you, you'll get that. But if you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm really interested in working with you guys, and oh, I'm a setter, and you're just everybody else. I swear, stand out from the crowd. If you have to, get that energy from somewhere. Be like, because trust me, like, look, a few people have just mentioned something about my energy on the call. This is just me, the way I am. I swear. Like, for me, I'm just all or nothing. Like, I'm just all or nothing. So this is just the way I am. I'm all or nothing. Now you want to be able to be given energy. Like when people see this from you, I promise you they'll remember you. They'll remember you, and now they'll be like, and look, and I went over this on my last video earlier about following up. We talk about so much following up with clients on your calls. How about the follow-ups that you need to do with your clients? So I'll tell you, and then I'm going to let Imran speak. This company scaling with systems kept rejecting applications, kept rejecting applications. I was like, what the hell, man? Like, why are they not taking me on? But I didn't stop because I always, like, I was taught from my other sales jobs, like, look, if keep knocking the door, eventually someone's going to open. Keep knocking the door, eventually someone's going to open. But guess what? Maybe the door knocking they can't hear. What about, because I used to do door to door as well. How about ringing the bell? What about ringing the bell? Maybe they'll hear the bell. Or what about the door knocker? Why don't you just give that yank? And then, so I applied that now to, me in reaching out to these people. I was like, okay, this method is not clearly working. I'm sending these applications and it's not working. So you know what I did? I found out who the CEO was, Ravi Abuvala. I added him on Instagram. I connected with him on Instagram. Then guess what I did? I went on to Scaling with Systems website. Guess what I did there? I tried to become a customer. Well, not buy one of their high ticket programs because I was beyond broke at the time. I went into their funnel. Why am I going through their funnel? I want to experience everything and I want to get on their email letter. Because why I want to get on the email letter, I'll tell you as well. Because when they're going to be hiring, they're also going to be sending emails. I want to go on their website and look, keep an eye out. Okay, now guess what happened? Literally a few months down the line, no, I messaged Ravi on Instagram. I go, hey, this is me. I've been trying to apply. Like, this is me. And no, I just said, this is me. This is my first message to him. This is me. And actually, forget why am I saying this? Let me just show you. This is what I did. Can you guys see my screen? Is everything making sense so far, guys? Someone unmute and tell me.
Yeah, can see it.
Yeah, all good.
Makes sense, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys just being nice, or is it actually making sense?
Nah, it's fire. It's fire.
Awesome. So look, here's Ravi, 25th of February, 2023. Like, okay, here. So here, look, I message him. Now, he's constantly been, the application I was doing, it wasn't working. It just wasn't working. So I messaged him on 25th of February. I sent him this. You guys, take a screenshot of this because I know some people have been asking me for this as well. This was like my little one pager. And I just put on there, Rudy Mowers. Look at the front. Look at the front. Look at the first few lines on this to really get his attention. Look, I wrote Jabran Khan, the greatest closer. I don't give a shit. I'm just freaking saying it just to get his attention. Jabran Khan, the greatest. Obviously, I have to, I'm going to talk the talk, but I need to walk the walk. But guess what? I've walked the walk as well because I'm showing him the stats. So look, now I'm telling him, hey, I'm Rudy Mowers, leading front-end closer. I was Kevin David's #1 closer for 2021 to 2022. Multi-7-figure closer, multi-six-figure earner, closed done-for-you programs, B2B and B2C, predominantly a one-call closer, build multiple 6 figures a month, not freaking a year or lifetime. I've built multiple 6 figures a month on a 5K and a 10K offer. That's huge, guys. This is unheard of. Like, I don't know many people that do hundreds of thousands of dollars on a fight, and the offer was like 2K, 5K, and 10K. And then that's just a bit of a background of a bit of my background and everything. And at the bottom, I know it's a bit blurry, but I've put all my communications on there as well. So I sent that to him, and then here I go, hey man, I'm a multi-7-figure closer looking for a solid offer and home. You seem like a great guy, and I'd love to be working with you. I'm somewhere in the top 1% closers globally with proven results I can send over to. A snippet of my experiences above, blah blah blah, whatever. I think one of his setters, they just sent this. I freaking sent it again, nothing. I didn't get anything back for them. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not only gonna give him what he wants, I'm gonna freaking go above and beyond what he wants me to do. So remember this, I'm going above and beyond. The setter told me to do this, but I still want the setter to go report back to Ravi, or even if Ravi does see it, so he can see some of the leaderboards, some of the things that are like. So I used to take screenshots of end of every month of all the what's it called. This was the month. No, actually, no, this wasn't the month. But I take screenshots of. I sent him all the screenshots of all the leaderboards, like how much I closed. This was 97,000. A lot of these months, I wasn't even working the full month. Like, look, just under 2 weeks of calls, and it was 78 grand. Like, look at this one. There was 4 days. I literally came back off holiday. I did 4 days. Look, the number one closer is Jabran. My 4 days were compared to everyone's whole month. And that was in the month of, I think it was the month of April or whatever it was. Again, so I'm sending him all these screenshots because look, some people, now I've also got like, so anyway, I'll go through. I've also got like other like my commission checks and everything. I've got all of them. So I sent him all of these because I'm going above and beyond, because I didn't get anything back from him, not even a confirmation on that, that link that he sent me. I never got anything back. So I knew in the back of my mind, something's wrong with this link. I wasn't doubting myself and my ability. I'm like, fucking, I can do this. And then again, on the 20th of April, again, hey man, I'm a 7-figure high ticket closer with proven results. Look, what am I doing? I'm fucking following up. Look, I easily rank amongst the best closers in the world, but for some reason, I've not had a response from you guys, and was just wondering, did anyone? Now, guess what happened? The setters saw this, but they were like, oh, maybe this guy's just shit. Maybe he's just hyping or whatever. I don't even know what happened. But then now by this time, look, this is Ravi getting back to me, because obviously he's seen who I am and everything and whatever, and he's thanking me and whatever. Now he's one of my followers, and I've placed some of my friends within his company as well. But what am I trying to say to you guys here, guys? I ended up enrolling with him, and then I got offered by Ty, and then I went to Ty and I go to him, look, I'll be back, and I placed some closers there. But what did I do with him? He was someone that was constantly rejecting me. He wasn't rejecting me with the applications or whatever. But some people will be thinking, maybe they're rejecting my applications, but maybe they are, maybe they're not. But continue, follow up. Do you know how I eventually got into their system? They didn't even fix the error. They didn't even know that their system was bugged or whatever. Maybe I think some of the questions that I was answering, they didn't like, and the application was just disregard. The application process was just disregarding my application. But what did I do? How did I find out that he's recruiting? Again, I signed up to the email letter. They emailed me saying, hey, we're hiring. We're hiring for what's it called, setters and closers, etc. and whatever, and apply here. And I remember just replying back to one of the emails, and yeah, let me show you. Hiring. We're looking to hire salespeople. There's one there, and then there was others as well. Look, I get all of his emails. This was on the 24th of July. They're hiring. They were hiring then. Look, these guys are still hiring, by the way, guys. They're still hiring, and they're still struggling with closers and setters. Maybe this is an opportunity for you guys to really reach out. But I remember someone here. Look here, support emails. Thank you so much for. I messaged them saying, oh, why can't I see the message? I basically messaged them saying, hey man, I've been applying to you guys for all this time. No one's getting back to me. But like, this is me. And then she was like, okay, I'll make sure so someone picked up the message from there. And she goes, I'll make sure someone sees it. And then bam, I got onto the company. Look at all those things that I did to get within the company. I didn't only knock the door, I rang the doorbell. I even done the door knocker. And guess what I did? I even knocked the next door neighbors as well. I went through the email list, and most people don't do this. Just this little trick over here, guys. I promise you, will get you to the next. And now, guess what? That's also showing the employer. How you do anything is how you do everything. If this guy is doing all of this to come and work, work for me, imagine when he's working with me, what he's going to do with the clients, because he's following up, he's doing this and he's doing that. They'll love you straight away. But anyways, Imran, sorry to keep you waiting, bro. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, guys, sorry. So I just want to say, I want to do a few key takeaways at this moment in the call, because I want to just make sure everyone's on the same page. First off, I want to begin by saying, fair play to everybody, because you guys are all taking a step in the right direction, even by turning up to this call. So what I'm about to say, I don't want anyone to take this personally, right? But I tend to swear a lot, so just bear with me. Guys, what I'm about to say is, everyone's listening, but are you really fucking listening? Do you really fucking understand what Jabran's saying right now? And this is what I'm about to say to you, yeah? Everyone has this arrogance that you just want to just turn up and you want people to just hand it to you. You want to know where do I find a job? What do I do this? How do I do this? Jabran had to hustle and grind in the dirt and figure out everything himself. You guys can do all of this yourselves. It's so freaking easy. If you really want, but where does it start from? Understand the purpose. The first step, having the goal. It's not easy. It's not easy to have a goal of 20 grand a month when people are only making 20 grand a year. You're going to get laughed at, ridiculed, made fun of. People are going to think you're crazy. People are going to think you're arrogant. People are going to chat shit. But Jabran didn't care. Jabran prophesized. He put it out there and he made it come to life. He put it out there and he said, I'm going to make 20 grand a month. I'm going to make 20 grand a month. And he told it, and I didn't believe him. I was one of the #1 haters. I was one of the main people that used to chat shit. But I did not believe him. But he believed. So first, it stems from your belief and your reason why. Why did he want to make that money? He wanted to support his family. He wanted to retire his dad. He's got lots of goals. I'm not going to talk to you all about them, but he had his own personal goals, which then led into a reason of a figure. This is the first step, because if you don't have something you're working towards, if you don't have a destination, you have no direction. And if you have no direction, you're going to end up lost. And that's what I see right now. I see a whole freaking room full of lost people. Yeah, you need your goal. What are you trying to achieve? That's what Jabran did. He had his goal. Next step. So it was interesting. It was a very good question. What industry should I work in? Jabran addressed it. But did you listen? Did you hear what he was saying? He said, it does not matter about the niche, because all that matters is how much money are you going to make? Yeah, if you've got a personal passion about something, then of course go for it. I haven't got a passion about shit. I've got a passion about money. So whoever's going to pay me the most, that's who I'm going to work for. And what did Jabran do? Just search coach on Instagram, roll through the coaches, research the companies. Oh, everybody here wants it done easy. Everybody wants someone just hand them a list. No, that's not how it works. It's not. Jabran didn't get handed a list. So why does everyone else think they've got the arrogance that they're just going to get handed a list? That's not how life works. If you're really hungry and you really want to make money, go find your own fucking list. Just go start doing your own research. Everybody on this call right now, wake up, because you're all sitting here listening, but who's actually going to implement anything? Who's actually going to go ahead and do it? Are you going to do it? You're chatting shit. You say you're going to do it, but you don't. I'll tell you who does it. Winners like me and winners like Jabran. I've gone through the dirt. I've done the shit that no one else wants to do, which is why I make the money no one else makes. Do you guys understand? Yeah. So go and do your fucking research. Go through Instagram, start going through everything, speaking to people, contacting them, sending DMs, researching the companies. Go figure this shit out yourself. And then you can start building that. That's just the first step. We haven't even gone into how to make a good impression, how to stand out from the crowd, how to bloody, come across in the right way. Jabran will do a lot of this naturally, but you guys need to listen to what he's saying, take away what he's doing and start implementing it. Instead of, because the thing is, let me tell you what's going to happen. Most of the people on this call, this is probably where it's going to end. You'll be on the call, you'll go away and you'll think, oh yeah, I learned a lot. But did you though? There's this concept. You need to listen, you need to learn, and you need to apply the information. So everybody right now, you're in a listening stage. You're listening to what we're saying. But are you actually learning What, anything? Are you actually learning anything? You know, I have this, sorry, Jabran, I'll be real quick. I have this thing, right? I have a big pet peeve. I teach people some of the highest value stuff. And I had one girl on my team, right? She had the audacity, after I trained her on so many different concepts, she didn't even realize she was being trained. And then she goes, Imran, you know, I do enjoy the company, I do enjoy the work, but when are we actually going to be trained? And then I questioned her, I said, okay, what would you do in this situation? How do you objection handle? What are the impulse factors? And she was like, oh, she's answering all the questions. I go, you've been getting trained for the last 3 months, but she didn't even realize it. And this is what I'm trying to put across to everybody here today. You're actually learning, but are you really learning? Are you actually listening? Are you actually implementing the steps? So look, I'm going to sum up because there's loads more shit we can go into. But if you can't even understand the beginning part on understanding how to find a job, what's the point in me teaching you how to fucking make a good first impression? If you can't even find the fucking person to speak to make an impression on, what's the point in me teaching you how to give a first good impression? Mate, first you need to figure out how to find these people, and you need to understand, do they align with your goals? So like what Jabran did, he researched the companies and he knew these are the companies, the top 1% of companies that are going to make me the money I want to make. Does that make sense? And it all stemmed from because he had a big goal and he wanted to make certain money. And why did he have that goal? Because of his want. What was his reason why? So everybody, look, it starts from this. What's your reason why? How much money does your reason why need? Now you've got those two factors. Now let's go find an opportunity. What are you willing to do to find that opportunity? Go hunt, graft, send messages, DMs, emails, sign up to websites, go check company's house, go find out if they're proper, go through their sales funnel, go find out how much the offer cost, and then work out, hang on, this guy's been running this offer for a year and the offer's 10 grand. I reckon I can make some good money here. Then we're now going to move on to the next step. How the fuck do you make yourself stand out from the crowd? And then it's also, you know, look, sorry, I chat. There's so much in my head. I want to get it all out there. I can't, yeah? You don't understand. So I'm going to just slow it down. But that's where we're at so far. I'm going to take a step back. I only wanted to say that to wake everybody the fuck up. Are you actually listening? Because I would challenge you. Some of you are probably listening. Most of you probably aren't. Most of you are just still turning up thinking that you want everything fucking handed to you. And that's not how it works. We're giving you the tools of what you need to do to find your opportunities. Who's going to go do it? That's the challenge. Because I don't know if everyone's going to be willing to do it. But the people that are willing to do it are the people that are going to start making money. I'm going to take a step back. I'll pass it back to Jibber Jabber. Sound, guys.
Thank you, Imran. No, I think everybody needed that as well, because I was speaking for well over an hour, and sometimes, trust me, Imran's given me plenty of these slaps over the years. Like these are you getting a virtual slaps. I used to actually get like proper slaps. Imran is like my big brother, so that's why. But it's crazy, man. But look how things came full circle. And like that's why I thank Allah every day, man. And like I get emotional, like teary emotional. Because you know, Imran, I swear, I hung around with Imran when I was broke as a joke. Imran never, I swear to you, probably in the 15 years of chilling with Imran, I've only paid for one meal. In the 15 years of, he used to pay for everything of mine. He used to come to my whole university dorms. I swear, like, you know, those friends that come to your house and like they just eat everything. This guy used to bring stuff to my house and my apartment. I can tell you so many stories of us and like how we would just, but we had some mad times together. Like, trust me, he's very emotional, but because he like, you know, he could just sit back and just be like, yeah, whatever. Like, he's telling you this because he wants you to wake up. He's literally grabbing you and shaking you and be like, freaking listen and understand. And because he knows, like, he knows some people are just like here, but they're not here. And so it's I'm so glad, you know, and like, look, even me, you know, the way I am and everything, I'm the only the reason where the way I am and everything is because of the people that I've had around me. Imran was one of the key guys I had around me growing up that I'm being blessed and fortunate to be in the position that I am here today as well. Now it takes me to my going from interested to the interesting. So all of us over here right now, we are interested.
Jabran, sorry, before you jump on that, S. Brodsky, I think you had a question.
He does. He's coming up. It's coming up.
Yeah, don't worry about
Brodsky,
me. I just need to jump soon, so I wanted to get in something before I hop off. But continue.
I like your
Don't mind
accent,
me.
bro. You can talk.
Nah, keep going, bro. You're giving all the value here. I don't want to take it away from you.
No, go for it, bro. What's your
Yeah, no,
question?
I don't have a question. I really just wanted to jump on and say that first of all, I've probably been in like, I don't even know how many of these calls at this point. Never been with one with you, but I've never in my life seen this energy, and every single person that is on this call is super lucky to be surrounded by, and dude, it's testament to the fact that you guys have this brotherhood going way back where you've been down in the dirt and you still are willing to get down in the dirt with all the people because you've been there and you know what it's like. So nobody is too low, nobody's too high, everybody's just another person, another human being, and that's incredible. And you know, I also want to say that, like, you know, nobody here knows me, and Jabran, I know we're also just getting started and getting
first name, bro? It says S. What does S stand for?
Yeah. My name's Simcha. I'm actually Jewish, which is funny because I know that there's a lot of our
bro. I remember you. We were
call,
speaking. We were speaking in the messenger.
Yeah. So it's great, man. I'm happy to be with family, you know. But so yeah, but essentially, like, I'm on an offer now, a $30,000 offer, and we're crushing it already. And I'm about to onboard onto my second offer. And just like you guys, I was flat broke like this past year, bro. My girlfriend was the one that was paying for all my meals, bro. And as a man, that is emasculating as hell to know that you can't, you can't hold it down for your significant other, and your family is one of the worst. Dude, I know, Jabran, you must have been like, dude, I just wish I could pay for a meal for Imran. I wish I could pay for a meal for all that this guy does for me, you know? But at the end of the day, you know, so much, what I really wanted to say was, everybody, and you can hear it in your voice, dude. Your voice is the crown of your personality. Everything comes through in your voice and in your tone. So when you don't have love in your life, and you know, most people can't give love until they receive it. Most people don't want to bring good energy until they receive good energy from the other side. But when you show up, when you bring that good energy from the get-go, it really does amazing things for you. So whatever you need to do to put yourself in that mindset, and whatever you need to do to surround yourself with people that pump you up, like the brotherhood that Jabran and Imran have, is incredible. And that's all I want to say, because I got to jump, but I just wanted to just give my thank you,
bro.
And that's it.
Just tell us one thing, bro. What's the offer that you're on right now?
I work with a company called Audience Lab. We're a data and technology company. Essentially, we're selling data to marketing and advertising companies for advertising campaigns. So it's huge,
bro.
I'm about to onboard onto a.
And what's been your biggest commission month?
Biggest commission month? Well, I've been with them now for 3 months. I closed 50K this past week, so this is shaping up to be my biggest month so far.
Bro, that's it, bro. That's all I want to hear, bro. You did 50K in a week. Is it 10% commissions?
It's 12% commissions.
Lord have mercy. So you made like what? 6 grand?
I haven't done the math, dude. I'm not counting it till the end of the month. To be honest,
it's more than 5 grand. Well done, bro. 5 grand in 1 week.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, bro.
Yeah, bro. But just to say, like, I'm not any different than anybody else, though. That's the kind of the point I want to make. It's just like, you can ask my girlfriend. I've been showing up with the best energy. I'm already working 8 or 9 hours a day. I'm about to add on another 4 every single day. So I'm putting in the work. And I haven't stopped, man. And I've been knocked down 1,000,000 times, and I'm still standing here. I'm not.
It, bro.
I pray every day. I tell God, I'm like, listen, however long it takes for it to happen, I'm not going to stop. So you want to keep beating me down? You want to keep teaching me lessons? I'm here for it, but I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. You're not going to keep me down. So that's it, man. That's just the only message I want to say to everybody.
Put your Facebook link in the comments so the guys can connect with you as well.
Yeah, you can feel free to connect with me. I'm not a trainer or anything by any means. I'm just another guy. But if
don't worry, man, we're all guys and girls over here. No one's anything, man. We're all human. We all have the same freaking blood. Whatever. We're all normal. Well, I don't know about.
I want to say thank you for your kind words. Really appreciate the energy that you bring to the call. I can see why you're crushing it on the numbers.
Thanks,
and there might be a time where I might try and poach you and grab you on one of my offers.
Give me something good, bro. I'm coming.
Honestly, I remember Brodsky's messages on Messenger. This guy is such a sweet guy. I swear to God. Like this guy is a legend. I'm just telling you. Like there's so many like, and that's why I just remembered. I was like, yeah, because he was telling me about that, how he doesn't work Fridays and Saturdays. But anyways, let's get back onto it. The guy's a legend. He got his Facebook over there. Make sure you connect with him because we're closers. We network. We're networking with everyone, all the closers and everything.
Yeah.
But now what I
Oh,
want to
just
do.
sorry, I just want to one last thing if I can before I jump. One thing that I know you didn't touch on, you'll probably echo this as well, but I just wanted to touch on it. Big thing for me, by the way, sales pipelines. Get into recruitment pipelines. If you don't know where to start, just go hit up recruiters. It's a great place. If you don't know how to network yet, you're not confident yet, get in the recruitment pipelines and start getting offers thrown your way and kick back. That's how I got my first one. So that's it for me. But
I think that's great advice. If anyone is not sure what he means by that, we'll touch on that later on. But it's a recruitment pipeline. So all the different recruitment agencies and the people that are trying to find people and place them in different positions, just get in touch with them. Just start getting your information in with those pipelines, and they're going to be reaching out to you constantly, letting you know what's going on in the market out there. And that's another great way to get your foot into the industry. So yeah, thanks for that, brother. Appreciate that.
Awesome. Perfect. Imad, you had a question.
Yeah, so you know when you said it's just a small question, you know you said you sign up to the email list. So when you're on that email list, one is they're selling offers, they're high ticket offers. They also put their jobs on there as well when they're looking to hire.
That's what I said.
Excellent. Okay, I never knew that. Thank you.
Yeah. You know the email that I showed it said, look, we're hiring. We don't send many of these emails, but we send it we're sending this one right now. Okay, cool. Was that all that you wanted to say? Okay, cool. I'm gonna pick someone over here right now, and I want everybody to think, because I've seen some comments in there as well, like, how would you DM someone? Like, look, guys, take a step back. How are you gonna I think it was Shoaib, actually. Shoaib's new to this industry, so he probably doesn't know. But look, it's simple. How are you going to DM someone? What are you going to tell them? First of all, I'm a high ticket closer or an appointment setter. So I'm a high ticket, because I'll show you how I did it anyway. A high ticket closer, I think I've already, well, to be fair, I've already showed you how I reached out to them. So you could be like, I'm a high ticket closer with 7 years experience in sales, whatever. Worked with XYZ. Look, Zishan had no experience in this industry. I connected him to a few of the influencers, and just using those influencers' names and the packages that he worked on Mike Tyson's offer, and he worked on the Wolf of Wall Street's Jordan Belfort's offer. He's now just been using those as his opening lines and just messaging people, and then they wanted to speak to him, because look what he's done. Now, he networked with me, and I made him work. And I made him really prepare, sharpen the axe. I tell you this all the time. Sharpen your axe, sharpen your axe. If you get given 6 hours to cut down a tree, don't just go with a blunt freaking axe. You want to sharpen it for hours. So, because once you have a sharp axe, the cutting of the tree is going to be so easy. Don't just go there with like a freaking bread knife trying to cut down a tree. You'll probably get there in about 20 years. But what if you have a sharp axe? Now, what do I mean by sharpening your axe with you? Sharpen your axe. Go on your Facebook profile. Now, one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to go on some of you guys' random profiles and be like, okay, you guys are all, because all of you guys, I've spoken to the majority of you guys, and you're all ready to go get jobs. So, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just going to share my screen, and I'm gonna see whose names, because some of you guys are connected with me on Facebook. Okay, so we've got Ershad, we've got Pfizer is someone I placed with Imran, by the way, and she's killing it there right now. So I'm not going to click on Pfizer's, but we see Imad, and we just spoke to Imad right now. Imad is someone that wants to become a closer. So, okay, this is his, what's it called? Cover photo. Imad Nazir. It's hard to be a person who never gives up. Okay, so, okay, that's something about Imad. But, like, he's got this picture over here. This just looked very weird to me when I saw this to begin with. I was like, what the hell's going on over here? Why is he got the time there? What's going on over here? I would get rid of that. I generate sales for six plus figure businesses. He doesn't even freaking know those are 7-figure businesses, but he knows that today. So they're not 6 figures, they're actually 7-figure businesses. I generate sales for 6-figure businesses online currently with over £500,000 set sales under my belt. We could probably work on this now, because look, if he's currently marketing himself as a setter, but it's not even clear. It says set sales. Be clear. Don't assume people know what you're talking about. So be very clear. I can't see you guys, but can you guys wait there? Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, we see it.
Yep.
Wait, oh, actually, now I can see you guys.
Sure.
Okay, cool. So okay, I couldn't see your faces then, and I couldn't see mine, but now I can. Okay, so look at his intro over here. I generate. Just get straight to the point. I'm a high ticket closer, and I've done 6. So look, Imad, you have become. You want to become a high ticket closer? Yes or no? Unmute yourself, bro. Unmute yourself.
Yeah,
This
I
is
do.
where you're getting free coaching now for the ones that you haven't paid for. So I want you to act like you just paid me 10 grand.
Mhm.
You want to be a high ticket closer? Yes or no, bro?
Absolutely.
Okay, so absolutely. Why the fuck? Now Imran's making me swear, and I don't like swearing. Why are you talking about setting? Why are you even talking about setting? You want to be a high ticket closer. You've gone through the closer university. I'm a high ticket closer. So high ticket closer. How many years of experience do you have in sales?
18 months.
18 months. Okay, great. Good example. Everyone pay attention. Imad, how old are
26.
you? 26. What was your first job? Be quick, bro. Be
Setter.
quick. Let's be quick. No, what? No, that was not your first job. What was your first ever job?
No, it literally was setter. I've been a uni student ever since. Didn't work.
Jibber Jabber, can I jump in and help you out for a
When
sec?
you were 6.
Yeah, basically,
No,
Imad.
no, just 1 second. Imad,
Yeah, go on.
Imad, so when you were 16, you never had a job. You've never ever had a job before.
No, I've done tuition for like a week, but that was it.
Okay, no problem. So you've been in sales for how long? 18 months.
Yeah.
You've never ever sold anything online.
eBay, but
You're
not
taking too
like
long, bro. We need to be quick.
no.
Okay, so
No,
you
I
have
haven't.
sold things online. You have sold things online on eBay. I'm talking
Yeah.
about eBay, bro. eBay.
Yeah, I have.
You ever Okay, so you have. So that's sales. In my opinion, that's sales. You're selling on eBay, bro. Okay, when did you start on eBay? First ever sale.
2010. I was really young.
Really young. Why did you do it? Because you wanted to make some money as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you like money?
absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, I know you're getting a bit put under pressure, bro. But remember, you just paid me, bro, and I'm gonna give you the key to become a closer. Look right now. I'm making you more attractive than you fucking made yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm a set. Bro, you already like. This is where I get really frustrated with everybody. You fucking undersell yourselves. You guys don't even know how experienced you are and how much everything is. What's the word, Imran? Transferable skills, right? And in like different
Transferable
industries.
skills, man. This is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Your mindset, man, it's too small. Like you're a salesman. Simple. Why are you putting yourself in a bracket of setting? It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Setting setting and closing, it's all the same shit. Selling is selling. A conversation is a conversation. Like you've got what? How old are you now? 23, 20, you said? 26. You got
Are you
16
married,
years.
Imran? Is he
16
married?
Yeah, I'm
years
married.
experience selling.
Bro, you closed your wife to marry you. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, like, bro, you're a closer. Bump up the numbers. I'm not saying lie. I'm never saying lie, yeah? Stuff like we're Muslims, and I understand like that maybe that's the element of what you're trying to do. So you're trying to like be clever with the wording, but bro, just pour it out. Listen to what Jabran's saying. You're a seller, and you act for the job that you want. So I've seen your name out there a few times in Closers University, and you said you're aspiring to be a closer, aspiring to be a rep. What? That's all bullshit, man. Either you are or you're not. Like, what are you? So simple. I'm a closer, and I'm looking to get onto the new offer. Simple.
And he needs to close himself up being a closer first, isn't it?
That's it. Done.
You need to close yourself first. But you know what, Imad?
Yeah.
And I appreciate you, voluntarily. Well, you didn't even volunteer yourself. I just pulled you up anyway. I'm gonna pull bare people up.
No, I
But
love
like I
it.
told
More of
you,
it. I love it.
this is gonna be coaching. This is gonna be coaching, and I because I get because I'm not even weird, but I'm that conscious. I'm like, when I see people like I remember that video I made today about oh, if your breath stinks, I'm that friend that's gonna tell you your breath stinks. I used to tell Imran his breath stinks. He used to have strong airwave chewing gums to make sure his breath never stank. But we used to have that bond between one another because I'm like, I'm not gonna let you like look if you're walking down the street, look, he's got the airwaves. Look, this is the crazy thing, guys. If you're walking down a road and you know there's a pothole and your brother is going to walk down that road, are you not going to tell him that there's a pothole there? Of course you are. Now, I'm telling you now, Imad, you need to come across to these people that, you know what? I've been a hustler since 2010.
Yeah.
I'm 26 right now. Since 2010, I've been a hustler. But you know what? I came from a family where, like, education was at the forefront of everything. But I've been selling things on eBay since 2010. Am I lying? No, I'm not. I've been selling things on eBay since 2010. Guess what? As soon as I graduated and everything, what did I do? I got myself involved in sales. I attracted some of the biggest Muslim entrepreneurs in the UK who I'd done hundreds of thousands of pounds in sales with. Boom, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that fucking intro. Oh my
That's
God,
amazing.
Imran, look at this, man. I never swear. Look how much I've said the F word.
Fucking love it.
Look at that.
Fucking
Look at
love
that
it.
intro, bro, compared to yours. Look at that compared to yours. Now, let's go a
Yeah.
step further, though, bro. Let's go a step further. Let's look at your profile because this is what your friends would see. Okay, he's got this. Like, what's this going on? Is he trying to be a coach or was it how short should your setting fucking talking about setting a game? Like, do you want to be a setting coach? Bro, another thing, bro. Remember this line. How you do anything is how you do everything. You put up something that really ticked me off the other day. And I was like, he's telling me he wants to be a closer, and now he wants to fucking start a coaching program. Oh, how can I sell this program for this much or whatever? Make your freaking mind up and get clear. You are just like there. Like, you're not going to get anything. You're not even clear what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, can I
the one thing
that
and
steps
just go
from what
for it.
Jabran was saying earlier, having a clear goal and having a direction. The goal for Jabran was very clear, 20K. The reason was very clear. He wanted to retire his dad. Then what did Jabran go? He made it happen. Simple. You're over here, you're over here, you're over there, you're over there, which is what everyone's doing. By the way, it's not personal, by the way, Imad, yeah? We like you. You're very likable. I'll tell you something. Because I watched both your introduction videos and I saw the improvement. And both times you were very likable, but you weren't memorable. You were likable and you're like, oh, this guy's nice. And then I carried on watching TV. Like, like you want to come across like impactful. Like, and everyone's trying to use all these clever words and the same terms that everyone's using. What the fuck's that about? Just introduce yourself. Say, hey, look, I'm Imad. I've been doing this for a while. I'm ready to smash it. Get me on board with you. You're going to see something special. Done. That's all I need to tell you.
Done.
I don't need to say anything else. I swear to God, that's all I would say.
Lord,
if I was doing an introduction video, that's all I would say.
Imran,
sorry.
Imran, look what he's putting on Facebook. Right, I think it's time to transition to a closer. What do you think? Why are you asking somebody else?
What are you asking people for?
Why?
What are you asking people for?
Tutu Rahlala, I should say, you got this, brother. Bro, you need to ask yourself.
Tutu needs to go in there. Tutu.
Anyways, but look, you got all this. Look, I do my fundraising, but then I remove, because remember what I told you, your Facebook is your billboard. Your Facebook is your billboard. Now look, let's stop looking at Imad for a minute and let me wait there.
Look, while Jabran's going on to the next person, I will say,
not next person, I'm gonna go on myself.
You've got a very nice voice, you're very clear, you've got good clarity.
Nice guy as well.
Yeah, very nice guy. You've got all the attributes. There's literally no reason why you can't smash it. And the only barrier is your mentality, your own brain, limiting yourself, putting yourself in a box, and then waiting for validation from other people, waiting for this. Mate, you're smart. You want to go figure it out, go fucking figure it out. Go act confident, change your personality, change your picture, sort it out. You know what I mean? Get some L'Oreal. No, I'm joking. I love it. I love it.
You don't know, but now you know, Imad.
Jazakallah khair. No, I appreciate that. I like that a lot. More of it.
Stories, bro. But look, okay, let's go on to my Facebook. Now, I post some random stuff as well, but guess what I do? Once the days pass, 2 days pass, I go back on there and I remove it. So before I was coming on the call with you guys, I was doing the same. But you know what? You guys all know that I'm fundraising for the Gambia. Guys, there's about 55 of you guys on here, man. I'm going to actually try closing you guys. And I want to see everybody's names, even if you donate $5, $10, $50, $100. Guys, if you found any value here today, just even donate even a couple of dollars on this. I'm building an orphanage, guys. I'm building an orphanage. I don't want no money from you guys. It's all going to the Gambia. The link's on my Facebook as well. Just donate something if you found any value here today, because there's so many orphans, guys, that really need my help, really need your help, really need our help. Well, we're doing lots there, but if you find any value, guys, go on there. And I want to see your names. But look at this is my Facebook profile. I always go back, but like, let's scroll months back or weeks back. Let's see what comes up. Look, if someone was to come on my profile right now, they'll know, okay, this is Jabran and this is what he does. I sometimes leave funny things on there as well. You know why? Just to show them a bit of my personality. But I haven't got lots of, funny, stupid things. But like, look, here it says, cashier, your card has been declined. Me, first of all, lower your voice. Now, this is just something that reminded me of my past. Like, freaking, that times when you used to go to the, going and paying, oh, fucking, I hope it works. And hell, it declined. What do you mean it declined? There's money on there. But anyways, so like, there's certain things. Now, I've literally just tidied up my Facebook. But this is when I started Closers University, so this is relevant. But actually, here's an article. I had this pinned to my Facebook at one point. This was when I got a written, what's it called, article about me in the Digital Journal, which is huge. But one of my, Rudy Mauer, who I work with, he got that article written. And it's just about, who Jabran is. And this is on Google as well. If you type in Jabran Khan Closer, it's one of the things that come up on Google. And like, look, I have some posts where they bring out my personality. Some of they see me rolling in my rental. So I try to be a bit funny. I try to show my personality on these things as well. But more importantly, I always make sure people can see, the type of person I am, who I am, what I'm about, etc. And have it some sort of professional as well. Again, I bring out some of my, sometimes modeling. I have a bit of a laugh on my socials as well. That's fine as well. I'm not saying go freaking really strict, but really keep it clear and concise and as professional as you can. But okay, this was Imad's. There's lots of things that you need to, fix up on, because look, a lot of people can see all of these photos, bro. This guy, he charges £3,000 for what I'm teaching you. In a few of my guys have paid for his course. He teaches people closing. You probably already know him anyway. But anyways, look, what is value? You really need to figure out, okay, what's the kind of type of content that I'm putting on here as well. But anyways, I'll pause. That's enough of seeing Imad. Dishan, you have a question?
No, I didn't have any questions. I just wanted to add a couple of things to both what you and Jabran said. So first of all, for some of you guys that haven't looked in the comments, I've actually put in there like 5 different roles that each of you can actually apply for. So there's a start for you. And just to add on what both Jabran and Imran said, I literally do that at like 100x. It's why like last week I had like 9-10 interviews, and why Jabran was like, trying to slap me virtually, but finally landed a role. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to share just make me a host so I can share my screen. I just want to show them 2 things really quickly, just to add on what both of you guys said. There we go.
You have 90 seconds, bro.
Perfect. So something that's not been mentioned, if you go to LinkedIn and type in high ticket closer and United States, and then if you update it to remote, there's currently 122 different remote roles that you can basically apply for. I've got 2 interviews on Monday just from applying through these roles. Another thing that you guys could do, if you literally go onto Facebook and type in hiring closers, and filter it out to post. These are literally posts where either sales managers or recruiters have basically made a post that they are hiring someone. So I send them a message as well, just selling myself, just similar to what Jabran messaged Ravi.
Go on one of the messages that you sent. Go on, show them.
Let's go here. Let's find someone.
You Jake Thatcher. How did you message him?
So I'll just go.
Actually, yeah.
So this is a recruiter. I sent her a message today. I referred her to Akila because she made a post that she's hiring women's closers, like a female closer. Just sent that as a message to her, like, "Hey Celia, I thought I'd send you a message to introduce myself. I've worked for all of these guys in the last 12 months. Happy to help where I can." So I'm going to go on to another one. So this is Jake. So this is who I've been onboarded with recently. So he made a post, literally the same thing what some of these guys are doing, but his post was actually sick. So I just sent him a message, "Hey brother, would love to work on the offer you posted." Literally the 30th of August. So about 10 days ago. "I've experienced working with all of these guys. Happy to send you my CV. I'm extremely coachable." He told me to fill out this document. I was like, no problem. I was like, still following up with him. "When will you get back to me by soon?" Then I think here I sent him my CV or something. And then he said, "Cool, can you just delete the instructions? Gonna send this out to the CEO and reach. When can I hear back? When can I expect to hear back from?" "Probably tomorrow." And then if you know me, I like to send out
Up there, Zishan. Look what Zishan's done. He's freaking making sure he's getting all the details. Like, when can I hear back from you? This is someone that's been like Zishan has been. I've duplicated myself on Zishan. That's why a lot of the traits that you see on Zishan was like Zishan is the younger Jabran, but I really believe he's gonna be better than me because he's much younger than me and he's learning from all of my mistakes as well. But Zishan, that's great. What's your next point? But look, guys, that's what Zishan did, and he actually worked and he actually landed that job there as well. But there's multiple opportunities that Zishan landed, and he's actually rejected them as well. Anything else, Zishan?
What was that? You broke up there. What was the last part you said?
Anything else? Anything else?
That's pretty much it. Like rinse and repeat that. And then when you do actually get an interview, actually send them your CV and intro video, because that's going to do the hard work for you. That's going to be your CV and intro video is going to be the one that's selling for you. And then by the time you get on your interview, it's not even going to feel like an interview. It's going to feel more like a chat, and it's going to feel the whole process is going to be a lot more easier. And then obviously when you get in, they're going to have a sales training, and then that's when you're going to have to perform and walk.
Thank you very much, Zishan. Guys, there's Shabs on the call over here, and Shabs is someone I actually met with when I was working at Kevin David's. Shabs, are you still here, bro? I'm trying to find you. Just so I'll shout your name out.
Assalamu alaikum, bro. Hi, everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Yes, Mr. Shabs Rahman. Just a little bit of an intro for Shabs, guys. Shabs worked with me and he killed it at Kevin David's. Then he worked with me on Rudy Mauer's offer. And now he's with Scaling with Systems. Look at that. From 8-figure influencer to 8-figure influencer to 8-figure influencer. But Shabs, give us a little brief of what it's been like, because you've actually were part of the first core group that I was coaching and mentoring. Just give us a brief intro of yourself, bro, so these guys can get to know you a bit more. Just 30, 60 seconds.
I don't know where to start. I'll say, look, guys, believe in yourself. I'd say, look, just, believe in yourself. And what I did, the reason why I got to where I am, in a sense of being consistent in a position, I just applied, sharpened my sword. When I wasn't actually closing, I was improving myself. So realizing what
How much did I grill you, bro? How much did I grill you in all the roles that we've been working in?
Yeah, you gave it quite a bit. A lot of it was from Jabran. But look, find your weakness and work on it. Right, that's the biggest self-development there. Knowing your weakness, working your weakness, that will get you far. Not much more to say. I don't know what to say here.
Yeah, I put you on the spot. You're getting a bit nervous. Why are you getting nervous for? You're a closer.
Alhamdulillah.
Only kidding. Okay, awesome.
Everyone's gonna smash it on this call, I'm telling you.
You will.
Everyone's
Everybody
gonna
will.
smash
Now
it, inshallah.
we've got lots of people over here, and I just want to hear from a few of you random people, as in like, you know, what are you struggling like? What are people's roadblocks right now? Like, what is one thing that someone is really like struggling with? I'm gonna pick out some random names. Can everybody hear me okay, by the way?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Joseph Grand, I just love the way your beard is lined up, bro. You need to unmute yourself and introduce yourself to us.
What's up, brother? Great to be here. How are you guys doing? Yeah, I mean, I can introduce myself quickly. I'm working remotely since mid last year. Been on an offer since then. Right now, looking for a second offer to add on. So I'm working in the real estate niche currently, and again, just looking to upgrade, potentially switching over to another full-time offer.
Okay, awesome. What are you looking for in an offer right now? Like, what is a good offer for you?
Yeah, honestly, like right now, for me, it's pretty important to find something where there's setting in place, where there's some qualification process in place. Been working with V-Shred before, huge fitness offer. Been a good time. Excuse me. There's quite a few people making good money on there, but there's no qualification process pretty much. So that has been a good learning for me. And now I'm looking for something again where again there's a setter in place. You have a good, good lead flow and stuff like that. This is what I've mentioned beforehand, like just seeing that big system with V-Shred by itself was a huge learning though, because everything was in place, right? You come on there, daily training, 2 calls per day and whatever. You really just have to follow the path. So that was a great learning. And there's more like that out there, right? Legendary Marketer, a couple others, making numbers. So that's if I would share one thing from my perspective, even at this point, being remotely for a year, it would also be typed this in the chat earlier here to just look out for the big offers where you can network with people that are already working with their companies. And again, a lot of times the systems will be laid out there.
Awesome. Yeah, I like that's. Thank you very much for that, Joseph. We love your eyebrows, love your hair, and love your beard, bro. You look very handsome, bro. If I was on a sales call with you, bro, I'm closed. I'm closed.
Appreciate it. Really great energy on here. Great to be here. Awesome to learn and share together for sure.
Oh, awesome. Honestly, like, just the way you present yourself, Joseph, you look professional, bro, and people will take you seriously. Like with me, I used to do the most random stuff. Like, the way I'm dressed right now, like, because I used to challenge myself. I was like, okay, I'm brown. I'm speaking to white people, majority of white people. My name's Jabran Khan. They can see straight away I'm Muslim. I got a beard out. I'm wearing a snapback and I'm wearing a t-shirt. I used to challenge myself, but I don't recommend you guys doing this. When look, how you do anything is how you do everything. Look at Taha Nazir over here. Look how smart he looks with his blue shirt. He's looking very intellectual. He's a maths teacher as well, so he's going to be smart. But look, you want to come across professional. You want to come across serious because before you say anything, your picture, your video, the first thing that they see says everything. You want to have that on point. Like with me, there's certain things I say just don't copy that off mine because I'm like you know why I used to do that? Rock up in a t-shirt, and I used to be like, okay, because they can see my visual. Okay, I don't look like because sometimes because I was speaking to B2C, I didn't want to come across as like that salesperson. I just wanted to be casual and normal conversationalist. But one thing I do recommend is coming across professional. And Joseph, you do that very well, bro. Well done.
Bro, appreciate it a
Okay,
lot.
awesome.
Just about the accent real quick here, because we talked about, I think it's a really important point. Me personally, born in Germany, right? A lot of Germans, huge accents. I've worked on that, really worked on that, sort of like surrounded myself with a lot of Americans, Australians, whatever. Where at this point, the offer I'm working with, again, real estate, we acquire properties from 10,000 to 5 million, whatever. A lot of the people we talk to, they don't even ask me like where I'm from. Because again, United States, there's a lot of accents, but again, you can always work on it. Right. So that's, I think, something that you've mentioned earlier as well. And it's something that is part of that,
bro. You have worked on it, and you can really see it. And this is what I say to everybody. Accents, thank you very much, Joseph. Accents, sales, all of these things, you can learn them. Everything, I tell everybody, everything is all an act. You could just learn it and then act confident. Like with me, I wasn't always confident. I was a very nervous kid at one point, but then I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna act confident. And then before you knew it, bam, I was just confident. Okay, does anyone have there's any questions, anything that they're struggling with? Anyone that want to say anyone that wants to say anything? This is a good opportunity, guys, to speak in front of like 50 people as well. We had 60, we've gone down to 49. And we've gone over the time actually as well. So I wanna wrap things up. And if anyone wants, ask anything or whatever, just put your hand up and then we'll get to you guys. But look, guys, if anyone wants to leave the call as well, because I know some of you guys is freaking God knows what time it is. It's like 11, coming on to 11 p.m. in the UK, and my brothers and them in India and Pakistan, God knows what time is it over there. So if you guys need to go, I will love you and leave you guys as well. But if you want to stay on, I can stay on for a few minutes, answer any questions, have that whatever personal time. But I'm not going to hold it against you that you've left the call because we've already gone over 20 minutes anyway. But we've got Andre. Andre, what did you want to ask?
Yeah, maybe a bit of a hey guys, Andre here. Sorry about that. I just forgot to introduce myself. I want to be very quick. So very quickly, when you be in a setter kind of thing, what I'm struggling with at the moment is I can sell, but people not picking up the call. So do you have like a quick idea on what is the best voicemail you can actually send? I was on a Zoom call with Ty Lopez actually by kind of like a mistake kind of thing, but I was there. He did mention something about being punchy, and not having like a very professional long voicemail. But what's your takes on that,
bro? And I'm gonna let Imran say something as well, because Imran does a lot of coaching on setters with this as well. Go freaking above beyond the call of fucking duty. Don't just call them again. If you need to call them, okay, text them. What era are we in right now, guys? Do most people text or do most people speak on the phone? Most people are like this, and you're trying to do this, and it's a cold this as well. How about you just drop them some nice text that they really want to get back to, and be creative with those texts. I used to do this, so I used to take matters into my own hands. I never had a setter. When I was working on the Amazon offer, there was no setters on our leads. They just see the ad, they'll book the call, and they'll come onto my calendar. But I used to see, so for me, I try to learn from others' mistakes and I look at what's going on. I'm like an investigator when I come in. So what I would do is I just started getting creative myself. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start confirming the appointments and doing what a setter is doing. This is how I made 57K in 1 month. What I was doing was I was sending the visual information of the program to them beforehand. And I was giving them an insight into the program and I was getting confirmation from them. Hey, it's Jabran from Kevin David's team, blah, blah, blah. Know that you booked a call. Andre, you could be like, hey, it's Andre. They don't give a shit about your name anyway. Just be like, hey, Kevin David's. Oh, no, you can say Ty Lopez's team. The first word. Because look, there was even some corrections that I wanted to make on Zishan's messages that he was sending out. You have a small window of getting people's attention. Small window. Grab it straight away. Get straight to the point. They don't give a shit what your name is, bro. So I never even used to sometimes tell them what my name was. I'll be like, Kevin David's team here. You could be like Ty Lopez. Ty Lopez is a huge name. You have the opportunity right now, bro. I placed you in Ty Lopez's company. For those guys on the call over here, they're like, Ty Lopez, you've got the opportunity to work with Ty Lopez. Their probably brains are blowing out right now. So what do you need to do? You need to wow Ty Lopez. He wants you to call people and he wants you to set appointments. What do you need to do? If you're calling, they're not picking up. Fucking show Ty Lopez. I'm calling them, and I'm calling them. You want to get Ty's attention. Then what do you need to do? You need to drop them the text message. Now you're thinking, okay, what voicemail or what, who the hell listens to voicemails nowadays? Hardly anybody as well. So probably that's going to go waste as well. So I can see Imran laughing, but I'm going to let Imran come in a minute, but I just want to say all of this. So now what I'm going to do is, guys, I want you all to listen and really understand this, man. I swear you get this and I'm telling you, you'll crush it. When you're coming on sales calls, not sales calls, when you're coming on interviews with people, you tell them this. Like, you know, they're gonna say to you, "Oh, you come in. Okay, so you want to work as an appointment setter? Why do you want to work an appointment setter?" I swear, say this: I'm getting freaking sick and tired of all these shit appointment setters. I'm gonna show you how to set appointments. I've seen so many of these guys, and I've seen them struggle. I've been trained by Jabran Khan and Imran Farooq from the Closers University. I'm gonna show you. This is what I would do. So, and you'll repeat literally what I just said. Call them, call them, call them. You know, because the influencer is not going to shoot you for calling them. You can't potentially say anything wrong so long as you don't swear. So you're going to call them. Now, get everybody over here, go and study a bit of copywriting. Now, not copywriting as in plagiarism. Copywriting as in getting creative with your words, selling with your words. This was something naturally I started studying years ago. How can I sell not only by speaking, but texting my words? So now go study copywriting. So what I did was, okay, these people, they're gonna see text messages from a random number. How am I gonna get their attention? The first line. They've interacted with a Ty Lopez ad or whatever, and they were about to purchase, and they never purchased. So I'm gonna book, hey, Ty Lopez's team right here. Hey, Andre, Ty Lopez's team here. You've mentioned their name because look, to you, the people, the most beautiful sound to anybody is the sound of their name. So why are you telling them your name? They care about your name, they care about their own name. So mention, hey, Andre, Ty Lopez's team here. Ty Lopez's team here. And then you can just be like, okay, now give them something to bait them, to get in touch with you and speak to you. Give them something that they want. Imran, go for it.
Firstly, yeah, so I'm gonna jump in here because this is what I do for a fucking day job, yeah. Firstly, I know you, we've met in person, so I know you're not gonna take this the wrong way.
I'm gonna get grilled, innit?
Sort your fucking shit out. I swear to God, you're so negative, it's your own mentality. If I had someone turn around and say to me, "Oh, I'm getting voicemails," that's part of the fucking job. These are negative hurdles you need to overcome. That's part of the job. Number two, know who listens to voicemails these days. I don't fucking listen to voicemails. I've got fucking 20, 40 voicemails. I don't listen to them. I just delete them all. Okay, going into what Jabran just said. What he said was perfect. What do? You catch them with their name and you send real good text messages that engages interest. And but this is the reason why I raised my hand and I wanted to jump in. You need to remind them of what the fuck they did and why you're contacting them. Because remember, we're not contacting them for no fucking reason. They reached out to us and we're just contacting them. So the first step, again, listen, why wait for a company or a sales team to tell you what their SOP is, what their standard operating procedure is? Bring your own fucking operating procedure. My operating procedure is I'm going to hound the fuck out of them until I get hold of the customer. So my first text message is, I'll say their name. I'll pretend you've applied to me. Andre, it's Imran from Ty Lopez's office. You applied online to learn more about X, Y, and Z. This is me just seeing if you qualify, then booking you in. Let me know when you got 2 minutes. Done. Everyone's got 2 minutes. I'm lowering expectations. I'm letting him know I'm using a bit of element that it's not so easy. Let's see if I qualify him. And I'm reminding him of what he's done to get to this point. But is everyone going to fucking reply from that? No, they're not. Step number two, if I'm ringing him once, I'm not going to keep ringing him at the same time every day. I try people in sections, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, even at nighttime. I don't give a fuck because I don't know where they are. So if you've contacted them once, keep a history. I tried him once, 9 o'clock in the morning, didn't get hold of him. Tried him at 12 o'clock, didn't get hold of him. Tried him at 5 o'clock, didn't get hold of him. Guess what? By the time you try him at 9 o'clock, you're going to get hold of him. And then you know what you're going to say? You're not going to say shit like, this really pisses me off as well. Oh, thank you. I've been trying to get hold of you for so long. Fuck that shit. Say, hey, mate, 2 minutes. I've got 2 minutes. I've got another call in a minute. I'm going to be real quick. Yeah? I was about to close down your application. That's the first thing I would say to him. So he suddenly thinks, whoa, now he's trying to fucking sell himself back to me. I say, look, the way it works is we're so busy with applications, I haven't got time. So I need to check. Boom, 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 boom. And I'll qualify him. I'll go through my questions and I'll build rapport and I'll do everything that I need to do. But what did I do? Because I chased him so much, I used at the beginning, I pulled it away from him. I said, unfortunately, I was actually ringing to let you know I was about to close your application down. Yeah, that's just, listen, write this shit down, man, because this is how it sounds. But anyway, look, let's say I tried him in the morning. I did all of them things and it didn't work. Create your own SOP. What should we do? We'll send a text message. And the first text message I just told you guys, we're reminding them of why they got to this point. Then number 2, if they don't reply to the text message, I wouldn't send text messages every day because that's desperate and that's beggy and that's needy. So phone calls is okay because they're not going to know why this guy rang me so many times. You can get away with a phone call because people get phone calls all the time. But text messages, you can't text him in the morning and then straight away in the evening. Give him at least a fucking day, yeah? The next day, if they haven't replied, I would send another message. And the second message, everyone remember this. The first message was just reminding them what got them to that point. The second message, maybe they're scared. Maybe they've changed their mind. I need to now do what Jabran was saying. I need to create them a reason to get back in touch. So what I would do is I would say, hey, just letting you know, this is the reason we were getting in touch. This is one of the questions I wanted to ask you. And I would put the question in. Sometimes people are scared. They applied and then after they flapped it or they got busy. When I know now they got a little bit of an insight of what I'm trying to ask them, then easy done. And then the third one, because you don't need to try more than 3 times. If you've tried them with the first message and the second message, you still haven't got hold of them. Now you really up the ante and you really fucking put on the fear of loss. That's when you start saying, hey, unfortunately, I'm closing down your application. Just want to confirm that you're happy in your current situation. You don't want to start moving forward. You're not ready to grow. You don't want to start making more money. You're really fucking drilling it down. You're doing the fucking bullshit sales stuff that you see all these sales gurus not to do, but it fucking works, man. Listen, do what works. At the end of the day, if you tried one aspect, you tried another angle, you got nothing to lose. So I would fucking hit them hard. I would say, I'm just confirming that you're going to be removed from this opportunity. You'll never get a chance to work with us again. And then you're okay with us closing you all down. Yeah, I just want to confirm you're happy with all them things. And you know what? These motherfuckers always get back to me because nobody wants to be fucking completely writ off the list. No one wants to. This shit that I'm teaching you now, mate, no one's teaching people this shit. I'm teaching this. This shit is what the shit that works, yeah? And this shit's valuable. So remember to fucking write this down, man. Sorry, Jabran. I'll let you jump back in.
Perfect. Andre, you've got enough answers there. I hope you've taken notes. Awesome. Shayan, just quickly, bro.
Assalamu alaikum, Jabran. Assalamu alaikum, Imran. This is the first call, by the way. And so far, yeah, I've been slapped with value. So I'm glad to be here for sure, my guys. Yeah, I just wanted to say the main thing I was struggling with, obviously, is finding an office since I just completed training from a different mentor. This is pretty good training that I went through. And now it's just about putting in the action. And that's what I like about you guys. And inshallah, I look forward to working with you too.
Okay, awesome, bro. Look, for all of you guys, you're probably you wanna land these big roles. Again, it goes back to being the interesting closer that people want to hire. So what's the first place? One of the first places people are gonna look at your social profiles. How about we go on someone's? We already did Imaz. I'm not gonna go on another one now. Just go on your own timeline and be like, okay, what do people see when they come onto my profile? What are the pictures that they see? Is my name even properly written on my profile? Like, do I look professional? People are going to research on you. You don't need to have too many things, but just at least have it aligned to what you're doing. So that's one way. Now your intro video. I've already, like, if you guys haven't subscribed to the Closers University YouTube channel, freaking go and study that. Go and study it. So your intro video, all of you guys should have in your, like literally in your phone, your intro video on the ready. Your intro video should be on the ready. High energy. Shayan and Andre, you can put your hands down now. High energy, coming across hungry, motivated, and coachable. Are you like, look, guys, I swear to you, it's been crazy. You know, these last few months, I've been sitting down with these multi-millionaires and breaking down their whole sales process. I'm not a millionaire. These guys make millions a month. And I've been breaking down their whole sales process. I'm like, this is wrong. You need to change this. You need to do this and you need to do that. Because I don't know, it's confidence as well. But like sometimes don't just think that, oh, just because this person is this big and I can't tell them this and I can't tell them that. Everything is confidence as well. So you want to come across confident, upbeat, full of energy. And if you don't have energy, get some energy. Do some press ups before you even go make your video. Just get excited about where you're going. I haven't impressed us in ages, by the way, but I still got energy. So you want to be excited about where you're going. So just picture, visualize where you want to go. And let me tell you, man, I swear to you, I know we've got some girls on here as well. Like, I want to help everyone, but I have 4 sisters. So, like, all of you girls are my sisters. And I love empowering women. Like, I love helping men and whatever, but I love empowering women because I really believe women are much better than men. Like, they can endure much more. I'm telling you, girls, Lisa, Zafra, Zana, and like there's probably others as well. I'm telling you guys can really crush this. Zana is someone I got connected to by somebody else, and literally within a day of like us guys speaking, I hooked her up with an offer, and she got the offer straight away. Straight away. She like, obviously I made a good introduction about her to the person that he wanted to speak to her, but then of course she had to turn up on the call and show her ability on the call, and that's why he offered her the position straight away. And this is where I say to you, you need to be prepared, guys. You need to be prepared. Okay, how am I going to speak to these people? How, like your intro video, everybody needs to create an intro video and have it ready, and have it ready about yourself. And then, you know, those little one pages, have a little one pager. Don't have like a CV or a curriculum vitae or a resume or whatever you want to call it. Be creative with it as well. And so when they look at it, they really want to read it as well. Does that make sense, guys? Zafra, I've never spoken to you. Unmute yourself, my dear sister. Introduce yourself to us.
Hi, Jabran. Assalamualaikum. Nice to meet you and everyone here. My name is Zafra. I was in the real estate industry and I actually just transitioned into remote sales as well. And I actually
finding it.
It's nice. I actually just started this week.
Oh, nice. Oh, have you just started exploring remote sales this week?
No, I got on an offer. Like, I just finished my first week. Like, after I spoke to you, you told me to check out your YouTube channel. So I did that and it helped me a lot. And I actually landed an offer.
Allahu Akbar. Wow. Well done, man. Well done. Well done. Round of applause for Zafra, guys. What are you guys doing? Come on.
Thank you.
Awesome. Perfect. Well done, man. Congratulations. Let us know how you get on. What's the company?
Legendary Marketer.
Oh, wow. There's lots of people that have worked at Legendary Marketer as well. I swear, connect with them. Like, this is okay. Look, this is another great tip, guys. This is what I did when I got into a company. Legendary Marketer is a sick company anyway. Do you know, Zafra, this is my tip to Zafra. Everybody take it on board. Success leaves clues. I'm very good at copying. I swear, I'm the best copycat in the world. I swear to you. I'm not even clever. I'm just so good at copying. Everything that you guys see of me is being copied from somebody else. If you take all of that away, like freaking Imran Iqbal will tell you his name is like Samsung SM for some reason over here, but he's the pretty bold guy. He's married, so but he's the pretty bold guy over there. I've known him for years as well. One of the best salespeople I've met. So any of you guys that are on offers, Imran, I swear to you, Imran outperformed me in some companies in sales. But anyways, one thing I was gonna say. So as soon as you come into a company, you've gone into the company, the first thing, you know what I do? I look, I swear, I'm just very observant. I'm like a shark. I'm looking like, who are the big boys in the company? When I say big boys, as in, who are the guys that are making the most money in the company? And now get their names, add them, connect with them, or don't even do anything, just look at them. Go and search for their call recordings. Go and look at their and you know, anytime they're speaking or whatever, I would connect them on social media and I'll become their #1 fan. I'm gonna like their posts. I'm gonna comment on everything they're saying. They're going to the toilet, I'm liking it. I'm doing everything. I'm making myself the #1 fan of this person. So now, because I want to get their attention and I want to show them like, hey, man, I just listened to your Zoom call with that client and it was amazing, man. I learned so much. I really want to learn from you. If there's anything that I can help you with, anything assistance or whatever, I'll do all of that for you as well. But even if you don't want to do that, I swear to you, just go look for the top people and study them. Listen to their calls, but don't just listen to their calls. Like, look, even here right now, I can easily, if I wanted to point, 2 people that are just not listening. They're listening, but they're not listening. I know we've been on the call for 2 hours, but I can easily and clearly say there's 2 people on the call that weren't listening. It's going back to what Imran was saying. Like, trust me, guys, if it's too much for you, just get off the call. Trust me, I can go on for ages, by the way, but I'm trying to train killers that really want to change their family's tree, really want to change their lives. I want to teach you guys and get what you've made in a year in a fucking month. I did it. I doubled, tripled what I made in a year in a single month. And this is why I'm so passionate about this.
I want to jump
you
in,
guys have
Jabs,
paid me a penny
I want to jump in real quick, on one point. I just want to quickly go back before we lose traction of what we were going with. When Jabran was mentioning about intro videos, this was something I was passionate about talking about today. And I'm going to explain, right? What I'm about to say, please don't take it in regards with arrogance or why is this guy saying this? I'm going to evidence and explain why. Firstly, I'm in a privileged position where I look at intro videos every fucking day. It's what I do because people are constantly trying to work with me, if that makes sense. Not with me, but with the company that I'm working for. So I recruit people for a living. So when I'm giving you now, everyone understands that. So please listen to me when I'm telling you what are the things I look for and what are the things that turn me off. So guys, when you're trying to, everything Jabran says, if everybody actually listened to what he does, and if they actually just mimicked his intro video, that would be appealing to me. But people aren't. Everybody, they're doing too much. Like sometimes it's like, people are doing just too much. They're trying to say all these words that you wouldn't use in real life. You would not use half of these words in real life, but you've just Googled them or ChatGPT'd them, or you've just found out what, like, these are the key words people are saying. Fuck all that shit. Listen, don't do the same video everyone's doing. Every single person, they do the same video. Hi, I have done this and I'm doing this and I've done this and I'm doing this. And I get bored, man. And I just scroll past. I swear to God, I don't even watch half the videos. And I know that sounds bad, but that's the reality. Because if they can't engage me, how are they going to engage my customers? That's the way I look at it. I'm looking for people that are going to engage me. And so what Jabran said in regards with sales is very key. You want to mimic and get the qualities of the people that are successful. But when you're trying to appeal yourself to a customer, don't do the same shit everyone else is doing. It's actually the opposite advice. You need to be different. So understand, different elements need different things. When you're trying to be successful, emulate the attributes of someone who's successful. But when you're trying to stand out from the crowd, stand out from the fucking crowd. Don't do the same shit everyone else is doing. Does that make sense? So be genuine to yourself. Be who you are. Let that come across in your intro video because everybody is an individual. So be honest to who you are because you can't hide or fake or pretend to be someone for a long period of time. Eventually, you're going to get found out. So don't say, I'm the this and I'm the that and I'm the this and I'm the that and I've done this if you haven't. But just be honest. Say, look, this is what I'm good at. And if you genuinely are ready and hungry, let them know because that will come across. Like when people come on the calls, when they send their intro videos to me and they say, listen, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is what I've done. This is what I can promise you. That's what I'm looking for. And number one, Zishan has mentioned it so many times. All I care about when you're working with a real team, when you're working with someone real, all I care about is that you're coachable. Jabran will be a test to that. And everybody who's worked with me will know that's all I care about. Because I'm not being funny. As long as you can speak and as long as you can talk, and these are the things you need to work on yourselves, which I love. By the way, Joseph Grand, you can tell this guy's a legend. You can tell just the way he speaks. You can see he's confident. He looks good. He freaking sounds good. Like this guy's a killer. This guy's a killer. Right now, he's being humble because he understands, because he's fucking clever. And he knows that that's how he's got to come across. But the reality is the guy's a fucking shark. I do this for a living. I see people. I know what people are. This guy's a fucking killer. Yeah. So Joseph, you're a G. I can see it. Yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is be true to yourself, and then it'll come across. I fucking lost the track where I was going to go. I got fucking overwhelmed by this good-looking guy in that fucking legend. What was I saying just before that, Jabran? Fucking remind me.
I
Gone
got
on a mad
distracted by
tangent
Joseph
there.
as well.
So I was about to make a really fucking important point.
Be true to yourself.
Oh, I can't remember. But basically, yeah, that's it. Look, ultimately, make sure you come across in the right way. Yeah. And because eventually you'll get found out. And yeah, that's the point I was trying to make. So many people, they try and come across in different ways, and then they get found out after a week, 2 weeks, and then I fuck them off. And that's just wasting my time and their time. No, the number one thing I care about is being coachable. Because when you're working with someone who's the real deal, I'm going to teach you how to do everything. That's my job. That's what I fucking do. I will teach you how to be the best. But you need to be ready to listen. Because let me tell you something. The reality is, when we're looking for feedback, 9 times out of 10, we're not really looking for feedback. We're looking for an ego boost. We're looking for someone to say, oh, you did a really good job. Oh, yeah, you look really nice there. Oh, you look really pretty in that. Oh, I really like your captions. That's what we're really looking for. That's the truth. But if you really want to improve, you need to be ready to be coached. So take on board, literally have a student mindset. Put yourself back down to 0 and just be ready to absorb what they're saying, take it on board and implement it. Because the way I used to look was, when I was younger and there were people that were successful, if they said this is what they did, that's what I did. Key takeaway from this. I'm not being funny. I'm very confident there's no one on the call that's more successful than me and Jabran right now. I'm on about financially, yeah? Because we're both minted. But the point I'm trying to make is, I'm not trying to show off. I will still do shit that you guys aren't willing to do. And that's ridiculous. Why am I in a privileged position where I don't need to be? What value am I getting from this right now? My kids are in bed. My missus is getting mad because I'm fucking shouting. I don't need to be here. I'm doing this for you guys. But how many of you would be willing to do this? How many of you guys here would be willing to give value without receiving anything back? Yeah, I'm willing to do it because I love this shit. I enjoy helping people. Yeah, but let me take it a step down. How many of you are actually willing to start going through the internet, going on LinkedIn, doing what Zishan said, doing what Jabran said, signing up to the newsletters? Who's really going to fucking do that? The successful people will. And the ones who don't are going to get left behind. And that's what I'm going to try and say. You guys need to step up and actually implement what we're telling you to do. So let's rehash real quick. Jabran's going to obviously close it down. But I just want to rehash some of the things Jabran was doing. And I know you guys might get bored of me saying it. This guy said it 3 times. But I'll say it 100 times till it sticks in your minds. First, what's your reason why? Number 2, what are your goals? Number 3, then you work on a plan towards achieving them goals. Don't ever fucking fall off. Don't ever start making excuses. Don't say the people aren't answering. Don't say, what shall I do on the voicemail? Figure it fucking out. It's not difficult. Keep working till you achieve them goals and just have them milestones and tick them off. First step, how to find the offer. Second step, how to be attractive on that offer. I've just given you some insights because I look at intro videos every day. Come across in a genuine way. Bust a little joke. Be professional, but just explain yourself. But don't do the same shit everyone else is doing. Be different. But then when you start on the offer, find out who the best people are and mirror everything they're doing. Yeah? And then what Jabran also likes to say is, find out what they're not doing. When he says, do the opposite of what they're doing, I don't want everyone to understand what he's saying. He mimics all their good attributes, but then he finds out the things they're not willing to do. And that's what he did. Did everyone remember this? Do you guys even understand what he did? All the other sales guys were just sitting back because they were privileged and they didn't want to do any of the fucking hard work. They didn't want to do any of the appointment setting. And they acted like we're reps and the appointment setters need to set appointments for us. And so, but what did Jabran do? I'm going to take control of this myself. He started sending the value. He started sending the emails first. He started setting his own appointments. He started sending the messages. And then all of a sudden, in 4 days, he was doing more sales than what people were doing in a month. But the thing is, Jabran's telling you this, but how many of you guys are actually fucking listening? How many of you are actually listening? I don't think you're not listening because you're just like, oh, that was all right. Yeah, there's some random fucking packies. Yeah, it was all right. It was a good laugh. Yeah, I said packies what? I can say it. I'm a packie. It is what it is. Listen, you're there, but are you really listening? This is what I'm trying to say. Wake the fuck up, listen to what we're saying, implement the steps. And listen, if you don't want to listen to what I'm saying, and if anything I say you guys disagree with, how about fuck off? This ain't for you then. You're not ready to make the money. You're not ready to fucking be successful. But the ones that are resonating with what I'm saying, and the people that are listening to what I'm saying, maybe you guys are going to start becoming successful. So listen to what we're saying, implement the steps, start moving forward. One of the things Jabran always does, constantly improving his knowledge, listening to podcasts. You know, what Jabran said as well. Did you guys even take it away? 90% of what he does, he learned it from other successful people. He said he was just the best at copying people. And that's true. You're learning from successful people. That's what you guys need to do. Hassan, I'm going to step back again. Save Jibba Jabba.
Thank you, Imran. Yeah, guys, I told you he's a bit of a savage sometimes, but that's Imran. He just genuinely cares. But look, awesome. Now I know it's too late. It's getting. We've been here for a while now, so you got. Oh, just so you all know, freaking, I posted that link up. Imran's already donated like hundreds of pounds already. He was the first guy that donated on that Just Giving page. Just so you know, that Just Giving link, guys, is for an orphanage that I'm building. He just donated £100. Zube just came in with another £20. I would love for all of you guys to even just donate, just off this call, off the back of this call, just even donate even $10 or whatever. I want to show the head guy that we're working with that, you know, what value I gave here today, and look at the feedback that I got. And what I'm going to do is, everyone that donates, I'm going to set up a call with Zishan and myself, and we're going to really move the needle forward and even Imran as well, really move the needle forward in your business. Obviously, look, I'm not charging for anything yet, right? And my paid programs and everything are going to come down the line. This is for an orphanage that I'm building. But anyways, look, guys, I know it's late, so I want to wrap things up. But I just wanted to spend now. If anyone needs to go, please, you know, feel free to go. If you want to stay, don't feel like, oh, I'm gonna say, oh, you're gone or whatever. But I just want to spend some time on giving you guys an insight on what I did as a high ticket closer, like, you know, as in closing. How was I getting them on the call? What kind of conversations I was having? Like, I just want to spend a few minutes on that, and then we can, you know, wrap up. Because look, it's all great landing these opportunities, guys. Then you need to fucking deliver. You need to make sure you're closing the calls. So one of the first things that I would do as soon as they get on the calls as well, I've already sorted out my social profiles. All my socials, they don't look like this guy's a phony or he's a fake profile or anything. So I've really fixed up my social brand. So by that, so when I'm sending messages to people, you know what I used to do? You know, right at the bottom, I used to put Jabran and I used to slide in my Facebook. What was I doing there? Now, are we not in the era of, like, sometimes people doing scams online? Yes or no? Now, if I have a legit Facebook and Instagram, I wasn't asking Kevin David about this or whatever. I didn't give a shit. I was just like, freaking, I'm taking control of my sales. So I would attach my social profile at the bottom of the email or the text message so they can see I'm a real and genuine person. Because, you know, because sometimes doubts creep into people's mind. Oh, it's probably one of those scams. Oh, it's probably one of. So I didn't want that. I'm massive on objection prevention, not fucking getting in a wrestling match and handling your objections and everything. I'll do a bit of it, but I'm not having no wrestling match. You don't want to buy? Fucking don't buy then. Okay, see you later. So, but I do a lot of preempting the objections. So I sent him my Facebook profile. Now, when they get on the call, I'm the fucking boss. I have what they need. I'm telling this to myself. Like, you have what they need. They're looking to make money and leave their job. You have the manual to give them to, you know, retire their parents, leave their jobs or whatever. So you get to know them. But how do you get to know them? You don't want to be on, like, you know, like them there because they have the money and you need that money. So you're here. No, you want to be there. You're the person that they need. They're reaching out to you because they saw the ad and they reached out to you, or, you know, the company or whatever. As soon as they get on the call, you'll see me doing this call. Hey, Zubair, how you doing? Oh, yeah, I'm great, whatever. Yeah, my name's, you know, sometimes I don't even say my name. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, Jabran here from Kevin Davis' team. How you doing? Yeah, awesome, great, blah, blah, blah. Small talk. There's no like, how's the weather? Oh, I can see a villa thingy over here. Oh, you're from America. Oh, yeah, I'm from UK. None of this fake rapport. I'm straight down to the point. Hey, Zabir, awesome. Can you hear me? Oh, like if you can see or whatever. I'll quickly, just little small talk so they can hear me, see me. Awesome. Zubair, I've got 20 minutes for this call and I want you to get the most of this call. So if it's good with you, we can just dive right in. Look at what I do there. What do most salespeople do? Oh, hey, Joseph. Oh, I really like your beard, bro. Oh my God, look at your eyebrows. Freaking sick. I wish I could do that. Oh my God, you got a lovely accent. All this is what normal salespeople do. We don't want to be normal. Freaking abnormal, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not saying don't build rapport. I'm saying don't be fake and don't be like everybody else. What do we want to do? We want to get straight into it. So you know when you say to them, I've got 20 minutes, I've got 20 minutes for this call. And I want you. So I'm not being arrogant and be like, I've only got 20 minutes for this call. Let's get on with it. No, I've got 20 minutes for this call and I want you to get the most of this call. So if it's good with you, we can just dive right in. Look at what I'm doing. Look at the tone that I'm using as well. It's a bit polite and it's a bit like, I really want you to get the most of this. We only got a limited amount of time. Let's just get on with it. Now they're going to appreciate this as well. One, like, oh, he's different to other salespeople. Normal salespeople chat shit. And I'm like waiting, oh, when's he going to get to the point? He's like, let's get to the point. So straight away, now my posture is leading the call. First impressions. Okay, cool. So, I'm not even going to be like, whoa, where are you calling from? What? This line, guys, I swear. Just say it and just shut up. So Zafra, what motivated you to reach out to us? What motivated you to want to start an Amazon business? You want to get the motivation. So what motivated you? Now, the moment you just let them speak. Now, if they're not going to say, I just wanted to make more money. Yeah, that's everybody. Well, what did you want to do with the money? Now, if they're being a bit cold, that means, you know what? They're not really that into it and whatever and whatnot. Be like, okay, we speak to, thousands of people. What makes you different to everybody that we're speaking to? Or, like, you won't even do that, but because some people are thinking, but what if I get this sort of response? You won't get that sort of response because you've set the tone so high at the beginning. They're gonna tell you, oh, it's this and oh, it's that, and you know what? Now's the point where you can build and probably drop a line, be like, and now connect something that you can connect on them, because now they're gonna tell you their motivation to reach out. Or like some people want to retire their parents. Now, if they gave you like a dull answer, be like, because look, some people want to replace their income. Some people want to retire their parents. Some people hate their jobs. Like, what's it for you? Now they're going to open up. Once they open up, you can dive deep on whatever you want. Collect all of this information, write it down. Then you can move on. Okay, cool, great. Now you can go, once you've got all their pains and problems and why they hate this, how long has that been going on? Like, now this is what I also recommend as well, guys. When they say, you couldn't walk a mile in my shoes, I want you to fucking take your shoes off and put them into their shoes. Picture yourself, like, imagine I hated my job, or I was a single mom, or I was a single parent. Like, really put the things that they say to you. And like, this is why I swear I had such a high close rate. I swear to God, because I genuinely cared. I put myself in their position. I'm like, fuck, Joseph, how it must have been difficult, man. Like, leaving your home country and coming over here, like, without your family and this and like, and I'm telling them now they're opening up, and now I'm gonna give them something because look, you want them to open up, but you open up as well. Did you guys all hear me open up at the beginning about telling you that I'm doing this for my family and everything? And you guys all know about my reason why. So you quickly just give them that. Let them know who you are. So you're a human as well. And I used to tell people, like, I swear, I've been in this game for this many years. And I'll be honest with you, man, this is the best industry. This is the best industry, and online or whatever it is and whatever. Or even just say to them, look, this is the main reason why I got involved in what I'm doing right now. Because of my parents. I wanted to give back to them. Now find relatability, and they'll be like, you know what? Like, and I swear, some people, you know, because I'm a more conversational closer. I have a nice chat with them. It's not like, oh, us and them or whatever. I start off there, but then eventually I'm there. Then the closer will be like, Imran, like, what's fucking holding you back? You said you wanted to retire your dad. What's holding you back? Oh, the money and whatever. Now I'm like, no. What is it really, bro? What's the reason?
Yeah, just take my credit card details.
I swear, and it's literally just like that. Like, what is it really? And I remember this guy. I was trying to close him on a 20K package. Now, when I was working with Rudy, it was such a weird offer. The calls weren't even like direct pitches. They would buy something for $97. They'll come on to get onboarded. And on the onboarding call, I was pitching a 20K and 50K offer. This guy, he came on the call and I told him, you're missing all of this, like this purchase that you've made. And it was all real and true. And I go, you need more help. You need the 20K program. He was like, oh man, I need to speak to my wife. I was like, what was his name? I was like, no, you don't. What do you mean you need to speak to your wife? I was like having banter with him. And like, I've got that personality where I'm like, look, let's be honest. What do you mean you have to speak to your wife? So if you're okay, and I was like, Joseph, so if your wife say, are you doing this business? And then he was like, it's basically him and his wife are both in the business. I was like, okay. I was like, why the hell isn't she on the call? And he was like, oh, I was like, he's like, oh, she's sleeping. It's like, because it was Australian, it was late. Anyways, whatever. I'm having banter with him now. And I already know. And like some people like really try to wrestle people. I try to like kind of like push them because the stats were that if they don't buy on the first call, this is data, the statistics of the company. If they didn't buy on the first call, they weren't buying. So in my mind, I was like, this guy doesn't buy now, he's not buying. But I was like, what if he can be? So I tried from myself to be, be not pushy, but try as much as I can to like get down to the real cause. He was like, look, man, I'm really serious about this, but it's both of our money and I just need her consent. I was like, then you know what I did? This is another thing that you need to guys learn. Jump on the same side as the fence as them. For fuck's sakes, I see so many people. I'm telling you, these guys that fucking charge 10 grand to fucking objection handle or whatever. Shut the fuck up, man. Why? You look, who was it? If a person convinced beyond his will is of the same opinion still, yeah, you can fucking convince them and say this and say that and get them to. Why? Because you're trying to the person, convinced or beyond, if he's of one thinking, he's still going to be of the same thinking. So how about you jump on the same side of the fence as them and like, I need to think about this. Of course you need to think about this, Joseph. Like, this is a big decision. Like, what part of like of what I shared, I haven't even shared all the information with you right now anyway, because look, I already know this guy is not buying on the call. He's already given me all these signs. I study human behavior. So really study them. He's already telling you now, and I'm going to do a separate training on this on the 4 different personality types: the sharks, the whales, the urchins, and what's the other one, Andre?
Dolphin.
Now, these are all 4 different personality types. Now, when these people come on the call, you want to be like, oh, what type of person is this? Now, look, if someone's an urchin, they need all the information. Urchins are the analytical people, maybe like the doctors or the accountants or whatever. They need all the little information and they don't make a decision right away. Like, Imran, he's a shark and he's a dolphin. If he sees something that he likes, he'll just buy it. But there's some people that need to make, like, if I see something, Imran used to tell me off all the time. It's like, why are you impulse buying? And I was like, what the fuck is impulse buying? Like, trust me, man. I know Imran swears a lot, but he just cares a lot. But Imran knows so much, guys. I swear to God. A lot of what I've learned from Imran. And he was like, why are you impulse buying? I was like, what the fuck's impulse buying? I just walked through the queue. I seen the chocolate bar and I picked it up. I want to buy it, but like he would explain to me that this is like you're buying on impulse. Like, what the hell are you doing? But anyways, so if someone is an urchin, guys, the urchins are like, they just need all the information. These are the people that read the agreements. They need to read all the agreement, like what does it say and what's this, and these are the people that probably even say, take this out of the agreement, take that out, and what's the guarantee, or like, and these people, they get very nervous on making a decision right away. It has to be a calculated decision. Now, look, if he's that sort of person and you're trying to make them, buy on the one call close, they're not going to buy on the one call close. They're not going to buy on the first call. They're probably going to buy after probably, seeing the information about 3 times, asking their mom, their dad, their cat, their neighbor, paying on it and everything, which is normal. It's fine. It's okay. But he's not your one call close. Give them what they want, be on good terms with them, step on the same side as the fence with them, and be like, okay, great. But I tell you what, Imran, if you make a decision, because look, most people are not leaders, they're followers, they need to be told what to do. If you now dangle the carrot, I'm giving you gold over here, dangle the carrot, tell them, I'm going to help you, because I like your business and I want to help you, but I want to see how serious you are as well. If you make a decision, now I've already agreed with the company what bonuses we can give or discounts or fast action promotions, but I've not told him at the beginning. And if you make a decision within 48 hours of your call, I will activate my friends and family discount. Now, I already had, that agreement with Kevin. I was like, Kevin, what's the discount I can give people? And I've called it myself, friends and family discount. And I'll be like, okay, great. So I'd say to them, if you make a decision within 48, I never used to use 48, I used to use 24 hours. I didn't even fucking trust the second day. I was like, if you make a decision within 24 hours of your call, I'm going to knock off $2,000. $2,000 was 20% of the $10,000. They loved it and they'd sign up. So I'd do that. I'll dangle the carrot. But then I'll also say to them, look, it's no pressure. Yeah, it's $2,000, but I want you to be, because look, I'm on the same side as the fence as him. I'm giving him some urchin talk. I want this to be right for you and your family, which is true, but I'm giving him that urchin talk, the analytical talk. I want this to be right and calculated for you, because once you're in, Joseph, I want you to hit the ground running. I want you to be our next success story. 6 months from now, I want to be showing people your testimony. And then bam. Now he's like, oh man, that guy was so good. And he was, because remember, you can't be the same like a robot to everybody. Every conversation is going to be different, and you want to be human with these people. Does that make sense? Imran, did you want to say anything? You had your hand raised like a good boy.
Yeah, I did. I don't want to disrupt your flow. Yeah, guys, I want to just quickly break down what Jabran's done there real quick, just in case some of you might have missed a few things. So look, what Jabran's doing is systems and steps. It's all systems. Everything is a very clear system. The very beginning, it's all about framing the introduction. He introduces himself. He explains his energy's nice. His energy's fine. Explains how the call's going to go, and then dives right in. And he gets the buy-in from them. Okay. So understanding how are you introducing yourself? The next step, once he's dived right in, he's then information finding. Like, I'm going to use an analogy, yeah, because I look like a terrorist. But the beginning part of the sorry, I'm too funny. The beginning part of a call, you're essentially trying to gain as much information as possible. You're basically trying to get as much ammo as you can. So it's all about effective questioning. Gain as much ammo as possible, because then later on in that call, you fire all the bullets back, because that's all the information you gain through the call, right? Number 3, look what else Jabran's doing. He's always jumping on the same side of the fence as them. But look, the way I say it is I'm always empathizing with them, because remember, you're not all going to remember everything we say, but you remember how someone makes you feel. So the question I'm saying is, how are you making your customers feel when you're speaking to them? Do they feel like you care? Do they feel like you genuinely care? Jabran said he makes them feel like, but he does care though. The thing is, he's being genuine. Me, not so much. I'm a rat. I'm just trying to make some peas. But I will make them feel like I'm on the same side as them by empathizing with them. And look, again, something else Jabran said. And this is the thing is, you know what's really interesting? I always laugh, yeah? Jabran says he doesn't like doing objection handling, and he does objection prevention. But Jabran does a lot of objection handling as well. But he just does it so good, he doesn't realize he's doing it. And I'm going to explain. Anytime someone gives you a negative, oh, I need to speak to my partner, that's an objection. When you're talking with the person, that term he just used, someone who wants all the information, always agree with the client. Always agree with the client, whatever they say. So I would exactly say what Jabran did. I need to think about it. I'll speak to my partner. I say, whoa, you know, if you need to think about it and speak to your partner, I agree. Let's take it off the table. I would not feel comfortable, happy moving you forward at this point. Okay. So let's put everything on pause. That's what I would do. Am I really putting it on pause? No, I'm fucking not. I'm lowering the guy's guard, making them feel relaxed, like we're not selling anymore. And then I'm just having a conversation. So look, let's put it off the table because that's, you know, X, Y, and Z. You need to speak to your partner. I'm not letting you move forward. I've taken it away from them. Now I'm going to reimpulse what Jabran said, dangle the carrot. But before I go, using these words is so powerful. You're letting them know you're leaving the conversation. Like, before I go, I've got an option for you. I just wanted to run it by you because I can see I want to help you. Yeah. I can offer you this and you get the 2K discount. It lets them think. And the only reason they think is because we lowered their guards and expectation. If someone's guard was up and I start trying all these tactics, it's not going to fucking work. You need to always agree with them, always be on the same side as them and empathize. Jabran said that a lot. He empathizes through the call. Look, guys, the point I'm trying to make is everything's Jabran saying, it all comes from being trained and being well-versed and experienced in sales. But all of this can be learned. And go research it, figure out how to make sure the framing's good, how to get all the effective bullets and ammunition, yeah? How to fire them back and when to fire them back. Because that's what I do. Like what Jabran does. When they're giving me all the information, at the end, they're giving me the objections. I empathize with them. I agree with you. Yeah, you're right. Maybe you should. Yeah, I would recommend you should definitely think about it. This is a big decision. In fact, this is a major decision. Like this, you know, we really need to make sure that we're on the same page. We understand everything. So let's put it to the side for a moment. Then I start firing back all the shit the guy fucking told me earlier. Like, that's just, you know what I mean? Then he's going to be like, yeah. I go, also, you know, do you feel working with us is going to get you to the goals you wanted? Okay, interesting. And do you feel we're the right team to do that? Okay, interesting. And do you feel that we can get you from earning this much to this much for a fraction of the price? You feel like that's where we're working towards? Yeah, okay, cool. Well, it sounds like you're ready to fucking move forward then. I go, look, I'm not making you do anything because we already took it off the table. But the way I see it is, there's going to be, you've got a few options. Option number one, you can leave this call and you don't need to do anything with me. I would actually recommend that's probably a good option for you because you can go away and you're going to be the same as everyone else. Can I just check? You actually applied a year ago because it's all on the file. What did you do in that year from last year when you applied to now? What actually happened? What actually changed? What did you do to make money in the last year? Ah, okay. So your number one option, leave the call. Nothing needs to change. You can keep doing what you're doing, keep making the same money you're making. Everything stays the same. But you're the one who told me you wanted something more. So we've actually got another option for you. Option number two, again, you do not need to work with me. Look what I'm doing, guys. I'm so fucking clever. I'm really reinforcing his options. I'm not selling to him anymore. By the way, I'm only doing this on the occasion, yeah, we're searching for the no, when someone's already given me the barriers. They've already said they're not buying on the call. They've already said no. So I've said, look, your second option is, we've spoke, you can go do it yourself. You can figure it all out yourself. You can go online, you can implement, you can waste time and you can waste money and you can try and figure it out. That's a real option for it. I'd recommend go ahead and try that. I'll go your last option. And again, I'm only saying this because it was friends. You could decide after speaking with me, you're the one who said that you feel we can get you to your goals. We can get you making the money that you want to make. You understand and believe that we're going to get you to where you want to get to. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a final extra point. Friends and family discount to incentivize you on making a decision today. I can knock this amount off you, but only offers for today. But I'm not saying I want you to do it. I'm just letting you know that's an option. So out of those three options, doing nothing and leaving, we're all good. Trying to do it yourself and we're all good. Or you can work with us and actually start growing. Which one do you want to do? Which one? Oh, okay, you want to work with us? This is how it's going to look, you dickhead. Done. Yeah? But you need to, sorry, Jabran. You need to understand, man, this is how you fucking objection handle. So many people, you watch all this shit online and you watch all these fucking sales trainers and they tell you this bullshit and that bullshit and, oh, effective questioning. No, the reality is someone says they're busy, they're going to fucking go. Don't fucking hound them if they're busy. Say, you're busy, mate. Unfortunately, I'm going to close your application down then. That's the only real way to fucking stop someone from being busy, saying that I'm not going to work with you anymore. Then that's like, but again, you know, you got to have balls to do that. Like, I'm not saying do that. It's not going to work every fucking time. I'm just giving you guys little snippets of what me and Jabran do every fucking day, and it's the reason we make so much money. That's all I'm giving you. Sorry, man. I'll let you carry on.
Thank you very much. I know it's been late, guys, and I know we're gonna wrap up now. We are gonna wrap up because Imran can talk longer than me as well. But look, guys, it's been a pleasure. Hope you guys have found lots of value. I appreciate every single one of you guys on this call. You guys are gonna see me lots posting about this orphanage. I need to really. I make money for all these businesses and for myself. I want to make as much money for this orphanage. If you guys can influence not only yourself but other people to, you know, get behind this orphanage, like the post, comment on the post, all of that will help as well. If you can part with any of your money as well for this cause, it's not for us. Look, just as I'm, you know, giving up my time and giving back to you guys for nothing in return, how about you guys go out? Because I swear to you, this has been my key to my success. You guys think, yeah, I'm here for you guys, but you guys have no idea. I'm investing in you guys, so the Lord invests in me. I'm putting out good for you guys to help you guys, so Allah helps me. How about you, you know, take out time out during your day, say hello to maybe a stranger, maybe help an auntie walking down the road with the groceries, maybe find, now you look, you may be feeling like, oh, I don't have that much money in my bank account. I swear, the money that makes you nervous, go and donate it. I swear to God, when I used to go to like places like Africa, Egypt, Turkey, I used to take thousands of dollars, and I swear I used to be nervous, but I used to give it away. I used to give it away because I knew it's going to come back. I swear, do that with yourself. Go and bless other people, whether it's through the orphanage, whether it's helping other people, and watch it all come back to you. But I'm going to really look forward to watching every one of your names on that donation page. I keep refreshing it, but I only see 2 names on there. But in your own times, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Love you all, and I'll see you in the WhatsApp group. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You're leaving your takeaways on there. If you need anything, drop us a message in the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much, and I'll apologize for Imran's erratic behavior, but that's Imran anyway. You'll get used to him. But we love you all. Thank you so much, and we'll see you later.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you. Good night. Very much. Thank you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes, Andre.
Let's go.
Andre, you're gonna keep giving me fucking objections about why you can't sell.
Imran,
Yeah, I got 5 if you want.
Go.
I should charge you for every swearing you do. I'll be very rich. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Sabra. But yeah, Andre, I was gonna say, yeah, like, look, the people that aren't answering, it's normal, man. Don't leave voicemails, man. Start sending better text messages. Better messages,
You're right,
emails, text messages, emails, phone calls, different times of the day. It's all straightforward, man.
Yeah, no, that's true. Listen. I think I'm being a bitch. There's no going around it. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why you need the right support around you to remind you. Same shit happens to me. People have to remind me as well. I'm not infallible. I'm human. And like, you know, I have, let's say 4 or 5 things don't go my way. And I suddenly start thinking, oh, you know, what's happening? And it's normal. It's human. But that's why sales is like, it's so up